recording. Let's check real quick if all the mics are audible and whatnot. Because, boy, that's fun when that's not. I'm seeing people on Discord. I'm seeing the music. I'm seeing my own voice.
I'm seeing my voice.
Yeah. Quick, everyone say slurs.
Slurs. Oh, so many slurs.
No.
Yeah, it's fine. It's kick. You don't get banned here.
You just get kicked.
I just gotta make sure it doesn't go on YouTube with that part. Anyway, that seems to be working correctly.
Yeah.
Which means we can start. Marcus, after your little run-in yesterday in the Mormon Community Hall, you found that the ever-present static of the messengers in your head has for the first time in a very long time just been almost completely silent. It's actually really enjoyable. It's the best night of sleep you've had in a very long time, although all sorts of thoughts are going through your head that weren't quite there before. It also allows you a great moment of peace and introspection about what you want in life, your family, your own wants and desires. As if you just haven't had the ability to properly think about those for a very long time, as you've always had a little voice niggling in the back of your head going, "That's great and all, but there are horrors beyond human comprehension just around that corner, and you should probably deal with them." You probably send your son a message on the WhatsApp. You're like, "Hey, I've been thinking about you. What you been up to, champ?" And then your
Praise
son
to
would be
Jesus.
like, "That's great, Dad. When will you be giving me a new gift? I want an e-bike. Can I have one?"
Absolutely, Jesus will provide.
Who's
That is
Jesus' dad? Wait, are you a religious family?
No, absolutely not. Yeah, Marcus is gonna like be very super happy and relaxed and taking his time, sending happy messages, promising things that maybe he shouldn't promise.
Yeah, promising
happy,
things to a
happy,
kid.
joy. Hmm.
Okay. Let's start there. You wake up with that. What actions would you take or wouldn't take? You have carte blanche. Effectively, you are just a man in a city. I'm trying to remember. You had a job, or at least a front of a job, with Horizon Consulting.
I think that I will just have a day off. Just enjoy myself. Have a good, proper breakfast. Maybe a walk on the park.
Great.
No hurry anywhere. And just nobody's gonna distract me. I'm just gonna turn off my phone.
Great. And then I'm just going to do that, and that's all I'm going to do for the next few days, he says, as he puts down his headset and walks away from the computer and says, "This is your problem now, players."
Oh, good luck, guys. Bye-bye.
As the camera pans to Peter and Victor, both around the phone, try calling him again. Try calling him again. We need answers.
I was thinking, would we even... Do we even know when the communion ends, or would we even call the same day? Or be just like, "Oh, he'll call us back, maybe."
Well, I imagine you would
The
want
next
to call
day.
him the next day, or at least check the signal group.
Yeah,
to
but
make sure you're all
next
informed.
day, because do we even know how long it lasts? And
Well, if you don't take action yourself, you would at least notice that for that day and the day after, there is no sign of Marcus whatsoever.
yeah, I would imagine we'd call the next morning, at least, and then try and, unless Peter has a reason to be like, "Oh, it's been 5 hours. This is how long it should be," and he should be now calling us immediately.
He
Because it
wouldn't
would
know that at
conveniently
all.
reveal plot devices.
You just see the one like a slash, which means that the message hasn't been received at all.
Yeah.
It means it's been.
Like a gray
it means
tick.
the device has received it, but it hasn't been read.
Yeah.
If the device is off, it's gonna be the gray tick, which is like, sent but not received.
Okay, then it's that one. Yeah, I haven't really explored so much as a player.
People these days tend to just have their phone on all the time. So
Yeah,
a
so
little
usually it's
tricky.
the blue tick.
but
Yeah, but
yes.
isn't that if you see it?
No, that
usually it's the blue tick when you. No. Blue tick, like there's a gray tick. It's been sent to the server,
Right.
not to the
Two
phone.
grays.
Then one blue is it's been sent to the recipient, and then 2 blue ticks is it's been actually seen.
Oh, I've only seen 2 gray
Pretty
ticks, so I
sure.
guess.
I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm mixing things up.
Sure. Anyway, we look at the device. I mean, Victor doesn't really have computers or anything, so he's like, I don't know. I just always get blue ticks. We're not tech savvy.
Yeah.
Well, you have computers, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're,
that
you're
one-
all
just
at
one
least
people.
modern people. You're not completely tech.
Yeah, but I didn't even know that, and I'm not modern people, so.
Well,
I'm
that's
like,
because you
I know
have 0
Bluetooth,
dots
Bluetooth.
in tech.
Yeah, exactly. So Victor would be like, I don't know. I guess he's not ready. But there hasn't been a distress call either.
No.
So,
But then if someone is dead and laying in a ditch bleeding out, they tend to not send a distress call.
that's true, but he was only supposed to go in to listen and investigate, so
It's a supernatural thing there, probably. So
yeah, but he was told not to pull out a gun and shoot, which is why we were kind of like, don't take Pex. Because Pex will probably pull out a gun and shoot it based on his more recent rash behavior and attitudes. So we had a conversation about it last time. So yeah, as someone who's familiar with the underworld as well, Victor trusts Mark is that he knows how to be subtle enough not to get caught immediately.
Yes, you trust him enough
Like-
that just not hearing from him for a day is probably fine. And
Yeah,
even if he
might be-
cried for help, I am dying and going to die. If he's going to get here in the next 10 minutes, then no one's in reach.
Yeah, I mean we're still in the ass end of nowhere as
Yeah, you're
We're
in
still
some
camping.
hill somewhere. But
Yeah.
who is in range and busy with other stuff? Camera pans to Pex, currently sitting on top of a woman who is laying with her back on a mat. He is straddling her on top of her and just punching her face wildly.
Oh, what?
But he's holding his punches back, and he's like, "Look, if I was actually beating the shit out of you, this is what it would look like." As he turns to the class of women, do you see? Do you see how little she can do? Does he? I'm assuming he would pull his punches.
Yes.
You tell me. But yes, you, after your class, whatever exactly you do or don't do during your class, would be in a position to actually check on Marcus if you were to be so inclined. You are within short driving range of him. Would you be keeping track of him?
The guy who gave me the name Tinkle Punch?
Yeah, that guy. He also got you to this job, so depending on exactly how you feel about it right now.
Ooh, can I roll for it?
Yeah,
Sure.
The guy who also sold out your possessions and got you a car.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Like on a one, you care.
Who sold your precious tape and everything?
Yeah, who
and gave
sold
you
your
$20?
precious lobster run tape?
Yeah.
Oh, I should
I'll
probably
try
roll. I haven't
$20.
seen follow-up yet.
With an 8, I think I'll try calling him.
Oh. Well, you rolled an 8, and I rolled a 10. Oh, that's important. Okay. You tell me first what exactly your 8 implies in this case.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and call the squad.
Okay, you call the squad, and Victor and
Yeah.
Peter obviously answer, so let's say you get those secondary. First, you would probably check in with Marcus. You get no response, you go straight to voicemail.
Yeah. Well, he must be busy doing something important,
Okay.
like selling off people's possessions and stuff.
But do the rest?
It's
of
not
us
like
know
he's
that
been
you-
missing for like, not answering his phone for days by this point or nothing. It's like the same day
Yeah,
still.
but- or the next day at least. But yeah. But like, he doesn't have a habit. Yeah, I guess. Might be investigating something.
Alright, but either way, that means you then end up calling the rest of the squad to at least coordinate with them.
Yeah. So, how long are you guys gonna spend in the woods?
Depends on the boss man. He looks at Peter. How much more footage do you want? I mean, the hunting's been pretty good. We've caught a few things, so it's not like we're super short on food, I guess.
Yeah, hunting that stuff has been okay, but the other quarry, we
Yeah, have
haven't
you found
found
anything?
yeah, we haven't found anything. Have we? Don't think so.
I don't know.
Don't tell me you're holding
boys
out
in the
on
sky.
me.
Have we found?
I'll just give you a quick general check. No, it does not seem like your
okay.
little camping session has really brought you anything fruitful. It's a beautiful countryside. Granted, a lot of it is dedicated to pastures, but there is a lot of it. So that includes more than enough space to set up your little tent, have a camp away from civilization, and out of sight in case anyone starts asking questions. But it also means it's quite large, and why is it everything at an angle? And, well, it is not, it's not lush forests all over the place, but more than enough places where something could be hiding and you just wouldn't know.
Yeah.
The world is quite large.
Yep. Also, yeah, we haven't really found anything. It's a pretty big place, even with all the supposed sightings. But didn't you also conclude from the pictures that most of those things were just blurry photos and not actual necessarily stuff? So come to think of it, if it's difficult to see a Bigfoot even in a photo, I wonder if their tracks hide themselves as well.
Well, you haven't ever verified that in any way, so
Yeah,
I suppose
exactly.
you
But
would
that's
be looking for
Considering,
tracks.
considering no one ever fucking finds them and believes in them in the slightest, even though they've seen vampires and shit.
yeah, I know. That's well. So far, it has proven to be very difficult to find our actual quarry, and instead, we've been having a great.
I mean,
old
if they're
time
Bigfoot
camping.
adjacent, you probably should have brought me along. Just saying, but
Yeah, but you got your job. The only
I
reason
know.
I'm here is because I couldn't get a job. They didn't have openings.
yeah.
Not much work for street performing.
I'm not sure if you already answered this, but like, what about Peter's job?
Oh, well, we're kind of also doing that.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm doing that.
Yeah. Any good
Previously-
footage?
You have talked to Mike to get a lot of footage, and he insisted on streaming and going to certain national parks to get footage there. Because currently there seems to be a little bit of a fierce competition when it comes to camping footage, so at least for now, getting the most regular bare bones of footage just won't cut it. He insists that you get something special from somewhere. Of course, if the special things don't show themselves, you're sort of stuck here, just recording the outside and the greenery, where, granted, it looks really nice, but you don't want people watching grass grow on your channel.
People watch
Yes, it
people
makes
sleep
money.
also, so
Well, it's generally a
kind of
hot
the same.
chick.
Peter's almost a hot chick.
Well, use that however you can, I guess.
We can live stream some hiking, I guess. So it's not just a static place, but
Well, you gotta have something interesting besides the hiking, unless you want to just throw literal hours of footage at your editor and say, somehow make this interesting.
So that's what we do.
yeah, I mean, isn't he competing with? Here's a camera sitting in the wild for 24 hours.
Ah, but that's
filming in the
different.
same
That's
spot.
that is presented as, you know, so much content that people can't possibly ever parse it in real time, as well as giving people the illusion that they can be there the very first millisecond something happens without anyone being able to censor it. That's different. That's how they're selling themselves, at least. Like, there could be an alien here and you don't want to miss it, do you? So they put it up on a different
True.
monitor. And that way, if all of a sudden the alien runs out of the woods, runs up to the camera and goes, and then runs off again, they'll be like, oh my god, I saw it with my own 2 eyes when it happened. They tried to pretend that footage didn't exist. I screen saved it.
True, fair. But yeah, no, I think. Well, I mean, yeah, this is Peter's. Peter decides what kind of stuff we're doing. So I don't know. I'm just here as an assistant, skinning your crows.
Yeah.
Yes.
He still goes with the traditional stuff. We try to find. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those just survival stuff. Nothing
Okay.
crazy about it.
Peter
And also
insists on keeping it simple.
Yeah, if we happen to have a contact with supernatural, then we can pivot. But
Sure.
until that,
Yeah.
just regular.
Okay, Victor, you realize that Marcus isn't responding. Pex seemed to be busy with something else when you talked to him on the phone. You've all sort of coordinated with each other. Peter seems to just be falling back into his default mode. If anyone is going to find anything, they're going to need to be stimulated in the right direction a bit. Otherwise, this might be another month before anything gets done. It falls to you.
Yeah. And Victor himself is in a creative slump at the moment, I think.
Creative slump in that, when you try to do your crafting
Right.
and write down some
Right.
ideas, you realize that's not doing anything either. Normally, you might be able to sit in a tent in the woods, looking at Peter and coming up with all sorts of ideas, also about fashion, and that's just not happening right now. The ideas just aren't coming. You're bored.
Yeah.
So you focus on the thing you should probably be focusing on, which is hunter business.
Yeah. And he goes, he turns to Peter and goes, you know what? There is some place I think we should absolutely check. In case actual Bigfoot tracks are also protected, we should probably go to the guys who apparently are not protected the same way as actual Bigfoot are.
Would be.
The place where we saw those three huge shadowy giants. Because their pictures were clear. So chances are their footprints won't be hidden.
Well,
And
I'm
things like
kind of
that are
keeping an eye out
bound
for
to-
them here.
Right, but I think we should
it's a
absolutely
long
go where
place.
those were instead of trying to sort of keep an eye out on the place. Just, go snoop around.
All right. So you pick up your tent and your stuff, assuming that Peter doesn't object. Hop in the nearby
Oh, no.
truck
This not
and
good.
drive to where you know the sighting was of, at least from the Bigfoot exhibit, those shadowy creatures, right?
It's more that where we saw them.
Where you yourself. So, but those fit the same description. So
Right, but we know that they went there relatively recently, so
Yes.
Victor's like, okay, the chances of there actually being prints there still higher than whatever photo was shown in there. But yeah, same
Yes.
creatures.
And I
hunting
sort of
those.
have to try and force myself to remember where I put you along the road. Not that it really matters for the purpose of picture.
Yeah.
It's
Like Victor would have marked it on his cell phone, so the character would know where it is. Personally, I don't. We put a pin on it, but it seems to have disappeared from Google Maps. So
it's fine. Google Maps is like that sometimes. And it's not terribly important for the purpose of you tracking their headquarters or something. It's so that I can use a picture that's somewhat consistent.
yeah.
And as you can see, Utah has a lot of different types of mountains and cliffsides. Like, it's the same state. It's only a few miles in another direction, and the plants and whatnot look completely different here. You see what I mean?
Let me
Guys?
open the stream. If it,
Well,
I'm
not in
trying
the
to
I'm
open the
streaming it on Discord. You can see it there.
I mean, exactly Discord stream.
Okay.
It's
Hello,
showing me
I've
dancing
been muted.
squares.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
it's not great. Could you restart it again?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Oh yeah, I'm
Hold
not
on.
I'm not looking at your actual stream because there might be stuff we shouldn't see. So.
Well, that's, I try to keep that off screen.
Yeah, but Discord
This-
stream is the one.
Okay.
There we
Okay,
go.
There we
see it
go.
now? There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was saying, the foliage and whatnot here is just completely different. This looks more like a desert area. Maybe it's dependent on the type of soil you get from the type of rock based on the type of mountain. I don't know.
Probably.
As opposed to prairies or lush farmlands, meadows. Utah has a lot, apparently. Also, there's barely anything of interest to nuke. Maybe, yeah, actually, Fallout New Vegas was completely right. If any place survives a nuclear apocalypse fairly well, it's this place. Lucky them.
That's why all the secret bases are there.
It pays to be boring.
It pays to be boring. Keep your head down, be boring.
Exactly.
Sometimes it works. But yes, you decided to get in your pickup and drive for only 1 or 2 hours. It's easy to get there. The trek through the hillside takes way longer. Wouldn't know exactly where you park your car. You wouldn't probably want to walk more than, let's say, 2 hours max away from your car at any time, right?
Yeah, no.
Park somewhere
Because
where
you
you
might
think it's
need
worth
to-
parking and then extensively secure the area.
Yeah.
Now,
'Cause we also might have to respond to a call, so
also true. Yeah, all of a sudden Peter's like, please get here within the next 5 minutes. I'm toast. Oh, we gotta trek all the way back to our car first.
yeah.
He knows better not to call you for something like that. Like, what are the odds you're already in the city? You would need to be in the next street over for an emergency like that.
Yeah, but like, oh shit, we found something. Can you guys get here as soon as possible? Like, oh, it'll take us 2 hours to the car.
Exactly. But not the point right now.
Yeah.
Point being that earlier, I don't think I gave you any sort of picture for that, right? When walking through when driving through the state, you saw several figures moving through the hillside. Shadowy, tall, hairy, not terribly specific, but definitely not normal. And fitting what you know of as a Bigfoot. Granted, you already encountered a Bigfoot before, but, details. The term
Peck is
Bigfoot
really
at this point is
invincible.
just, it's humanoid and it's hairy.
Yeah.
And elusive.
If you guys want to give these things a different name,
Oh.
then, you know,
I'm a Bigfoot.
Bigfoot 2.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, in a way, it went to the right person. You're big and hairy, so.
Uh,
And now you're elusive when you want to. And scary.
yes, that's when the sexual harassment lawsuits arrive. Then all of a sudden he turns invisible and he flees.
Exactly. He starts dreaming of what he did and just disappears. I swear he was here just a moment ago.
Damn it, we have to give him these legal papers in person or it doesn't count.
Yeah.
How does he... I saw him go into this closet. Where did he disappear to?
We definitely shouldn't feel around in there. Something in my brain tells me we shouldn't touch. There's nothing there.
Something like that. Anyway.
Yeah.
For now, focusing on Peter and Victor as they're in the mountains looking for this. Now, again, the area is quite big, but you have several skills at your disposal that might let you retrace the steps of these. It's also been a few days, so you're not exactly going to, find the exact tracks of what you saw before. What sort of skills would you like to implement in order to track something like this? And don't just say, oh, survival. Obviously, some skill checks
Damn
going to
it.
be involved. You need to describe, what real life sort of skill you would try. What tactic? You want to stand on top of a mountain and just scan from there? You want to climb a tree? You want to set a trap? You want to do something original and creative that might actually work?
Well,
roll
Victor would
my
probably-
int check to solve this problem.
No. But Victor would probably try and get to a higher ground, roughly around the area where we saw them, because they might be, if they are as big as we saw, recognizing the foot patterns might be more difficult from the ground, but from the air, it might be easier. And Marcus has our drone, so
Mm-hmm. So that's not working.
I mean, you should have the drone with you.
yeah,
You're
but we
you're
didn't-
in the woods filming for footage for his channel. Like you would
Yeah.
definitely have the
That is
drone with
true.
you.
That makes sense.
It would have made sense, but did we ever? Yeah, we didn't say we take it, but
I don't think you would have it, since he is sort of married to that thing. Right?
I mean, we didn't say we take it.
Yeah,
so
so you probably don't.
I'm not opposed to you going. Well, you forgot it.
Well, it's more
Also,
likely
we
that
did
he
roll a
hasn't-
few botches when we left, so
That is also true. I imagine he would just consider it, his tool that he is the owner and operator of.
yeah.
So if you're like, hey, can I borrow that thing real quick? Yoink. Then he wouldn't be cool with that.
He hisses and hugs it angrily.
Yes. These are my machines. My drones. Mine. But, back to what you're doing. Okay. You're finding high ground, and from there, you scan the horizon for various tidbits, again, hoping to get lucky.
Yep.
I imagine the two of you are on some raised spot. This is just some guy standing on a rock, and it's hard to see the rest of the mountain exactly. And there's even more way up, but you can see a lot from the area you're in.
Yeah.
And you know what? In a distance, only like, a brief sprint and a climb away, yeah, you see two more of those creatures. The sun is blinding you a little bit with the angle, but you're fairly certain, yeah, oh my god, they're right there.
Okay, not turning away, Victor snaps his hands at Peter and goes, give me your binoculars. Like, he keeps eye contact with them, not turning away, not breaking line of sight.
Mhm.
It's like, I need them right now.
Takes
over
me a
there.
while. Yeah. Takes me a while. I grab the binoculars off my belt and then give them to Victor.
Yeah, I lift them up. I lift them up with one hand and shadow the lenses with my other, so that there's no glare, and to minimize the reflection of light that might come from the lenses and alert our position, even though we're standing pretty visible. But still, just so as to not even risk the reflection giving us away.
All right, you're primarily trying to hide yourself, but also trying to make sure you check on them.
Yeah, sort of with
Little
one
bit of a
hand and the other
combination
one
of things.
shadowing the
Give
lenses.
me a perception. This is a weird combo. A perception stealth.
Stuff. Okay.
Trying to do sort of multiple things at once.
Yeah, and I'm gonna use one of my 2 foresights.
That's perfectly
which
fine.
I have for today. So 2 rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Difficulty 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're trying to make sure you aren't spotted, and simultaneously you're trying to get a good idea of what you're doing. Okay, you do your little trick of making sure you cover the lens from the side so the sun doesn't get in it. And you try to get a good look at it, and you see them through the binoculars, and you see a creature walking there similar to what's on these pictures. It's not terribly well defined. It's as if it is a rough black outline with a whole bunch of hairy bits sticking out, but it definitely looks like it is there and walking.
Does it seem to be walking on spot, or does it actually like move forward as it's walking?
It is moving through the area, though not very fast.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a burn a conviction. I will activate my second sight.
As you activate your second sight and again try to look at this thing, your eyes sort of burn with the power you're focusing through it. The creature will appear almost amorphous, like it is made out of something else. Like it is not quite a well-defined single creature. It becomes vaguer. Those hairs on it sort of stand out to the side, as if it could at any point just sort of evaporate.
Interesting.
It definitely does not look natural. It definitely doesn't look like a person wearing a costume.
And it is roughly 10 feet, sort of tall.
10 feet tall-ish, yes.
Okay.
I think I'll follow Stuart and
You have stealth. You did your stealth thing, so it doesn't look in your direction. Instead, it just very calmly proceeds, and as it does with your second sight, it looks like the steps it takes are large and exaggerated. You know, putting a foot down and with a sort of sloshy thump, they go vroom, when the next step vroom, as it marches explicitly, like the big steps through this hillside. It's not very far away. You could probably catch up to it if you put the effort in for, you know, a half hour of rough running and climbing.
Okay. Yeah. Victor hands the binoculars to Peter as soon as PJ is in has line of sight, and starts feverishly writing down and goes, okay, let's go. We're following that thing.
oh my goodness, they holy crap.
They are, and they're not fully here.
What do you mean?
Well,
Did
when
you
I
use
look, yes, when I look with our eyes, it looks almost amorphous, like it's not fully real in a way.
Yes, it does not look like a physical monster. It doesn't look the same
like-
as, it doesn't look like the Stigini or a vampire or...
It looks like shadow trying to take form during daylight. Like at any moment, a gust of wind could just blow it away.
Okay. So my weapons are useless.
Well,
Probably,
What are
yeah.
you saying?
they're probably hyper effective in the same way that a gust of wind could blow it away. Your gun would probably blow it away real quick too.
Either that or it pops up. Like a balloon.
So should we try that?
No. We're following. We have questions. We don't want popping. I mean, for
What
all we know,
questions?
that's an alert, an alarm system or something to say, oh, something popped it, or something agitated it, or maybe it's a projection from somewhere inside the fucking hillside, and something is casting that as a either thing to terrify or some such.
Could be. Okay. We'll go gather intel. Sure.
All right. Do you give chase?
Yes.
Do you
Yes, we do.
prefer max speed or stealthy? Or
Stealth.
with an eye on your own safety?
Victor advocates for stealth still, because we don't, even if it looks amorphous and not quite corporeal, that doesn't mean it can't hurt us. So just rushing in and revealing us may be a bad idea.
Right. You're trying to focus on being stealthy. Peter,
Yeah.
if you wouldn't mind giving me a strength because you're climbing, and stealth because you're trying to get as stealthy as possible and remain out of sight of this thing as you are climbing through the landscape.
Yep. Fail? We're gonna fail.
It's not a botch, but as you guys are busy climbing in certain places, you have to climb up and over the rocks. You can see it here. It's a rocky terrain, especially if you're trying to get up to the hill where you saw it before. You just grab onto certain rocks and they start sliding away and causing noise. And, you let out a yell as something slips and hits your finger, like, ah, fuck. So if there is something there, it definitely heard you. By the time you climb up to where the creature was, you don't immediately see it, but you do see some tracks going through the dirt.
Okay. Well, Victor takes photos.
All right.
Advance.
Yeah, now I sort of wish I had. Let me just real quick see if I can get some pictures of those.
Actually, come to think of it, when we were heading towards the cliffs to climb, he would have probably taken pictures of that thing for his archives. But whether or not it's too late to remember now, I'll let you decide. Like, before we started climbing, he would have snapped a few just to show our friends.
Right. I'll try and get you an idea of that. And as you explore the area, you look around, and a few 100 meters, again, slightly more to the top of the mountains area, you see it again. Higher
I'd
up,
take a
further
picture.
away, but still there, still slowly making its way up.
I take a picture.
Thought we lost it.
All right, yeah, you snap a picture of it. You check your camera afterwards, well, phone camera afterwards.
Yeah.
And yeah, there it is. You can just see it.
I'll take some footage too for the GoPro. Probably won't even turn it off while trekking.
Yep, that's perfectly fine.
Victor is a sort of wilderness guy, or has experience. Distance-wise, has its distance from us changed?
You
I suppose
tried to catch up with it, but I mean, there's a lot of rock in between as well.
Right.
It would probably take you about the same amount of time to get there
Right.
as
and
it
it isn't.
took you to get to where you are now, even though it seems much closer.
Okay, but it does seem closer. It's what I'm getting at is that it isn't one of those. It isn't a thing where it seems to always, like, even if we got closer, then it mysteriously moved that much faster compared to, like, it sort of stays at the same distance all
Well,
the time.
you haven't been able to really keep track of it the entire time.
Sure. Like,
So the
distance
landscape
seems
makes it
about-
difficult to tell. You know,
Right.
if you
Okay.
go down here and there's a tree in the way, are you going to be able to gauge the exact distance that something is away? And when something climbs over a mountain range or big rock real quick, can you really keep track? But because you have a suspicion, let's just try to dissuade that one way or another. Give me a what would be a good one? Perception, because you're trying to gain distance. And what would be a good one for assessing something like this? Athletics, politics, research. Because you're trying to. I get what you're trying to estimate. It's something I did consider. Like, would it look like that? Would it act like that? Intuition. All right, let's go with perception, intuition.
Okay.
You have that pretty well. You should be able to make an estimated guess based on what you're perceiving. Like, is this an optical illusion that's actually not really there and just happens to be, moving quicker in a certain way to make it seem like it's always far away?
Yeah. One success.
One success. You don't think that's what's happening.
Okay. Come on, kitten. Let's go.
Peter, since
let you
you're
get
here
away.
too and checking stuff as well, since you're a little bit of the survival man, why don't you, as you try to, because I assume you are trying to follow this thing, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. And a good way to do that is looking at its tracks and seeing where it's going.
Yep.
Give me wits survival as you are trying to look at this thing's tracks, like, okay, well, what is happening? Where is it going?
Yep. And I do document the tracks, what it
Yep.
leaves while doing it.
Okay.
2 successes.
You take a closer look at the tracks that you're following and what exactly it is you're seeing, and you're seeing that rather than footprints, I mean, there's indentations. It hasn't rained in this place, recently, maybe a few days ago. There shouldn't be water all over the place, and yet it seems like everywhere this creature is stepping, there's just puddles of water that it's walking through. It is either tracking explicitly everywhere there's water, or something else is happening.
How do you, you move and your tracks fill with water? That's what it looks like. Is this?
This
There
thing
was
is
a-
made of water. Have you ever seen a rain cloud from a distance?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, sort of, you have that sort of a misty curtain, a dark curtain underneath a cloud when it rains. Maybe this is some sort of a water spirit. I mean, my current hypothesis is that big feet are sort of fake creatures, so if this is related to them in some way, then maybe this is some sort of a water spirit. That would explain the tracks. It's like a walking cloud of rain.
Oh.
And the sort of amorphous,
Is it like trash inside it or something?
I don't know. Couldn't really see inside of it. Just, and let's not forget our sight, except for maybe Pex's, isn't accurate. It's more of a feeling. So
I take a closer look at the tracks and try to see if the puddles contain any black substance?
And Victor dips a finger in and tastes it.
Oh my goodness, please, no. Here comes the body horror.
Just to see if it's rainwater or clean water.
As far as you can tell, it tastes like water. You're trying to think really hard about what this might be. It has a taste. I mean, obviously, it's a hillside. It's muddy.
Yeah.
You can't quite put your finger on it. You'd need to sample a bunch more to really narrow it down.
Yep, sure. Let's keep sampling. he will keep dipping his finger into that water and just go, no, another one. And I will take out, damn it, but it's water and water. No, anyway, he will take the canteen out that we have and sort of cleanse the palate and then taste again just to get actually he would do it repeatedly just to get a stronger taste instead of diluting it with water every time. Yeah, no, he would just repeated tastings just to get a stronger accumulation of it on his tongue, whatever
Hey, what
it is.
the heck are you doing? Don't drink
Well,
anything
it has
from
a strange taste.
nature.
I'm not drinking, I'm tasting. Has a taste. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Yeah, don't put your finger in it. Holy
Well, how else am I going to figure this out? Just shut up.
bottle
I'm
it.
thinking.
Look it under a microscope or something. Don't just
I'm thinking.
put it into your mouth.
You're
As he
taking
goes for
repeated
another.
tastes.
Yeah.
The closest that comes to your mind right now is the taste of freshly mown grass after a rainstorm. You know that smell after a rainstorm when there's ozone in the air and whatnot? Or maybe that's a thunderstorm.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, and this sort of, I don't want to say stingingly sweet, sort of sharp, but sort of sweet grass smell.
Yes, it's more of a smell than a taste.
Right.
That's what it reminds you of. And the messengers in your brain are sort of tingling with something else, but they can't put their finger on it yet. Because, you know, you're tasting fucking water and the messages are vague.
Yeah.
But they're trying to raise their finger and talk to you, but communication with them is hard at the best of times.
Yeah.
But then again, you also have a patron, which you haven't talked to in a very long time.
Well, it's more like they talk to me and I have no say in it.
I know, but I think we did establish, at least at the start, that you had ways of communicating with it that you've been taught or have explored.
I don't think so. It was...
Well, as far as we can tell, like we joked about all hunters have schizophrenia. But then if you have a patron background, which you do,
yes,
then that translates into something a little different.
Right.
From what I thought you described, and maybe this was just something we had in the proof of concept, was that you had a background where like an old lady taught you how to do tarot card reading to interpret voices you had in your head. I'm trying to remember real quick.
I think those were just the examples that I threw from the book, which is like, oh, it might be an Indian or a gypsy lady or something. But I mean, yeah, something like I vaguely remember we talking or something like that would have been his sort of. Yeah, I think that would have been kind of his. I mean, he probably would have done that as well, just for the sort of.
Yes.
Anything that's occult, I will dabble into.
Yes.
Because fuck your religious parents.
Yes. Because of your background, you have attempted to communicate with this force that occasionally gives you visions and whatnot.
Yeah.
Rather than just, getting a gut instinct or seeing something slightly weird and out of place and then suddenly understanding what it means, you have actually attempted to communicate with these forces. So you are also aware that if there is some instinct there that you sort of need to pull on as a thread, then you could probably pursue various means, tarot or some other fortune-telling method, to attempt to pry an answer out of them. It's a little bit of a last-ditch effort, because they're always vague even at the best of times. But you, more than anyone, actually have the ability to attempt to get an answer out of them.
Right.
Whether or not that's something you're going to do right now, since you've been, drinking puddle water for the last few minutes, going
Yeah,
maybe a little bit more. Maybe a little bit more.
Yeah,
Maybe a
How
little
you
more.
get worms.
Yes.
it's true.
Victor
But I'm also
leans
trying
down,
to
puts his
really.
lips on the puddle and goes.
No. He sticks with the sort of pop Stacy for drugs thing, which is just a little bit, just to get the taste, but he's not guzzling it down.
He takes a big straw out of his corner pocket. Sucks down an entire puddle and then walks over to the next puddle and then sucks that one down.
No, but he will, regardless of what Peter does, he writes down the experience and starts looking for different colored rocks from the actual wet patches.
Different
for,
colored
later.
rocks from the wet patches.
Yeah, something that could substitute for bones and what you could use for a soothsayer sort of rune reading sort of things. And he starts collecting things from the area that will connect to the question he was going to have for his communion
All right,
later.
well, you make preparations. Meanwhile,
Yes.
Peter, what do?
So yeah, are there any like black cloudy substances in there? Or is it clear?
Well, certainly not after all the drinking that's been happening.
It wasn't.
We go to the next puddle over. Like, does it seem like it's part of the creature?
No, it
Does
seems
that
like
leave-
pure water. Pure,
Ah,
clean,
weird.
fresh, delicious water.
it? Well, since Peter for once suggested it, maybe this time around he'll pour out one of his like, what's it called?
Canteens?
Bottles, anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, canteen, that's the word. And takes an actual sample.
All right.
I'll promise this won't be a recurring theme here. But anyway, he
You do the
marks
intelligent.
it. Yeah, he marks it with a like slice to the side of the bottle with a knife,
Mm-hmm.
not hard enough to break it, but to mark it, and puts it into his backpack. Then he's like, "Okay, we need to really move on. Please keep this stuff out of your mouth. I got
sure.
I got
give me a moment.
some of it."
I need a few more rocks. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need a couple of more.
Oh no,
Need
he's
12.
artistically counting the rocks.
Yeah, no, he's counting. He's making sure he has 12. I don't know if the reading has 12, but he goes, I need 12 stones, different colors. Let me find a few more.
Why?
I'm going to do a reading later. Hard to explain.
You get distracted by this a little bit.
Yeah, we might lose the trail. We should go.
The creature seems a bit further than it was before, further up the hills. But still within reach that you should be able to catch up with it.
Yeah. Well, we have a track, so as he's like, fine, I'll try and find something. He gathers a few more. As we go, he's keeping an eye out for. Victor's not paying attention to the track as much as wet muddy ground. That looks like it's tracks. I'm gather a few more stones along the way, but you'll be the one keeping an eye on it.
All right.
Yeah. And I'll try to keep up with the creature. Like, okay,
Right.
you need to follow me.
Right.
Yeah.
You realize you're falling behind, and you might actually lose track of this thing. Both of you give me strength athletics, as you're just trying to power through the area and get as close as you can to it.
Oh no. Strength.
Yep. But you are going over rocky terrain, and if one of you falls behind, well, then the other one would try to pull you closer. All right, 1 success.
No, it's a fail again.
You're exerting yourself. You're having the day that I had on Friday, where you're just pushing yourself and pulling, pulling a muscle in places and trying to hop over a place, but you're falling over and falling in a puddle. Trying to just go as fast as possible. You think you're keeping good track with this thing, and yet it's still further away, even though it's just, casually sauntering at its pace. It's almost at the top of one of the ridges now.
Oh,
It's still within sight. You can still catch up to it. And as you do, just exhausted, and, as you've been trekking all over this hillside for must have been like 2 hours now, following it, going up and up and up and around, it's been leading you just over this mountainside, and you've started just looking around, and maybe it's the tiredness, and maybe it's just the general fatigue setting in and the time of day. But as you do, all of a sudden, you've lost track of where this thing is, and instead this feeling washes over you as a very gentle rain sort of falls in the area. And you take a look from the cliffside over the area, and the sun shines through that gentle rainfall. And you take a look through the area, and you are suddenly just filled with this sensation of, oh my god, this place is gorgeous. How did something like this ever come to be? Why have we been ignoring it all this time?
Hey viewers, can you see this? And I pan the GoPro.
You pan the GoPro and you
Look at it.
record the landscape. And yeah.
Yes.
You also take a look and don't see the creature anymore at this point.
Isn't it breathtaking? Who would have thought the heartland of United States has something like this in it? Outside of like Yellowstone? Holy moly.
Yeah,
Looking at the
particularly when
cloud.
you look up back at where the creature was, you catch several of those rays of the sun sort of filtering through the clouds and filtering... what's the term for that? Those rays of light?
God rays?
Rays of light.
Well,
Is
yeah,
that
okay, God rays, yes.
Yeah, I think that's what they call it in game at least.
What they're
Like
called
when
in video
games
games.
have those shafts of light coming through canopies.
Yes, I mean, I have seen those IRL.
Oh yeah,
And
absolutely.
it's very
they
pretty
are.
when it happens.
God rays are visible beams of light, scientifically known as crepuscular rays that occur when some beam streams through gaps in clouds or haze.
Yes,
So,
well, that is what is happening here.
yes.
And you've lost sight of the creature, so instinctively you just sort of sit down to one of the nearest rocks, catching your breath.
Victor's looking at the clouds for any signs.
Yeah, well, I mean, that is sort of what you are doing and thinking. Like, man,
Yeah,
give
yeah,
me
yeah.
a sign. And almost as if because of that, the clouds ever so slightly shift, and some of those god rays just shine right on top of the two of you. And you just sit there, sitting in the warm sun a little bit. You are filled with a feeling of natural beauty. and wholeness with the world that you haven't felt since you were a little kid. You feel like it would be a lot of fun to run down the mountainside and then up the cliffside and go climbing on one of those nearby mesas.
Makes you feel like a little kid again, doesn't it?
Hello?
No,
Hello.
being a kid sucked.
Well, Victor's childhood was very different and was sort of forced to play outside.
Yeah. No, being kid sucked. But this is great. Yeah.
I can remember,
Oh.
like, oh my goodness, climbing some rocks. I don't know. Oh, I love to.
Yeah, no, I had to do that too.
You see that
Yeah.
rock over there,
This is
son?
fun.
What did your dad look like for my own mental picture?
I'll try and
Yeah, give me a picture of your dad.
yeah, I'll try and make a
Dad Harris. But yes, as Dadter would yell at you, like, you see that rock, son? Climb over it. No, don't examine it. Don't start collecting pebbles. He would slap the pebbles out of your hand. Climb it. Take this rope. Great. No, don't jump skip rope with it. Use it to climb up this cliff. Like this! And he would throw a grappling hook and we would climb up it. Now you do it, son. You want to. You've braided the rope, wearing it like a fashion accessory. No, son. Not like that. No son of mine is going to go into the fashion industry.
exactly.
I have
We're
spent
gonna outdoor the
I
fag
have
out of you.
wasted my youth in the fashion industry. When I invented the piano key necktie, I was hailed as a savior of the fashion world. They locked me up for being crazy, and then when I got out, I started a family. I swore I would never have anything to do with the fashion industry again.
No, he wouldn't have been in the fashion industry. If anything, I
I
wonder
was
if he
actually
would be in the
picturing him
military.
as Mugatu from Zoolander 2 in that. That's
No, I
that
imagine he
scene
would've-
where he breaks out of prison and he's super buff, and then he rips off he rips off his muscles, which was actually a suit with another fashion suit underneath it.
No. Oh, let's see. ChatGPT is generating something.
Oh, sure. But yeah, more importantly, it seems like you've lost track of the creature. But the two of you are left with this feeling inside of you. Peter, while Victor is reminiscing about stuff, Peter, give me a wits awareness, if you would.
Come on, an actual success. Yay, 2. So it's either 2 or 0. There's just nothing in between.
Yeah, I mean, that seems to be the thing you've been rolling all this time. Let me see.
According to ChatGPT, this is Victor's dad.
What, did you give him the original Victor picture?
That's a gruff dude.
Gives me Ram Ranch
Let me
vibes.
put this. Let me put this one in here. Meanwhile, and then we'll save this.
What's Ram Ranch? Do I even dare to ask?
15 cowboys at Ram Ranch.
I need to
Do a Google
I'll
image
do an
search.
incognito Google because that's
Yeah.
I mean,
yes.
I just put in the description was a stern Texan dad with military haircut and the body of a survivalist because I didn't want a beer belly, sort of.
Fair enough. Let me slap that one in here real quick. Wink, wink. But yeah, more importantly, you rolled a 2 on the awareness. You, Peter, will realize that this feeling you're feeling, this natural beauty, this awe that you're feeling,
Greatness, absolute bliss.
this absolute greatness and bliss, that doesn't feel entirely natural.
No, don't take this away from me.
Really?
It's like, yeah, you know, this bliss and content and natural wonder, and you sort of think, this feels wrong. Like, okay, yeah, it is beautiful, and you're having a nice time outdoors, but Peter specifically, because he spends a lot of time outdoors, he's sort of used to what it's like. So he catches himself thinking, I don't enjoy this that much. Why would it remind me of my childhood? I'm outside all the fucking time. This sense of wonder and magic and wholeness with humanity and love for the whole world. Yeah, fuck that. No. No, that shouldn't be there.
Wait. So, wait a moment. I didn't have that much fun outside either. Why is this so? Something's going on around here. Where did the creature go?
Yeah, no shit. I mean, it feels nice, but I've never enjoyed being outside. But now that you mention it, I mean, I still posit that they're sort of fey creatures or nature spirits. So, I mean, chances are those things are what keeps this area alive to begin with.
It's possible, but you don't exactly have a whole lot to base anything on right now.
Oh yeah, no, but it's got to shoot ideas and so that we know what to look for.
Meanwhile, over at... And it's going to roll Victor again.
No. Meanwhile, Peterland.
Yeah, meanwhile, Peter, you're realizing this stuff. What do you ask yourself? Because Victor is currently reminiscing about his dad and how he hated the outdoors, but does enjoy this.
Yeah.
You're next to him. You realize there might still be things you can investigate here.
Well, Peter visibly, physically shakes his head, try to clear it. And he starts looking around, trying to find, there has to be a place where the creature hid. Be it, as magical as it sounds, an illusion we're in, or just basically the same way the blurry big feet just kind of escaped into a tree or something. At least they left a mark on the tree. So I'll try to find some kind of a trace or see through the illusion. Maybe I'll try and touch the nearest tree to ground myself.
Yeah, you run over to the nearest tree, extensively start rubbing it. Checking to see if your hand maybe has... What the fuck is happening over here?
It cries.
Yeah, this is the crying rock.
It's brain melting.
Yeah, it's like a parent in the heat. You're going, my brain. Or someone just leaked some stuff, or
Or maybe the black creature went inside it and left some
yeah,
black.
you see that
I mean, it
hole?
looks like
Yeah.
that drill holes or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, holes in the rock. So
Hmm. But that's not why we're here. Let's not pay attention to that. Let's look over this place instead. But yes, as you can see, in the area, there are quite a lot of trees around. And yeah, you go over to the nearest one, where you suspect the creature last was. You rub some of the trees there. You take your time and investigate the miscellaneous. There is no mysterious glowing carved mark or anything like you encountered last time. Also, those tracks that you were following, you don't see those anymore.
Figures.
But for the purpose of just finishing the investigation, give me perception investigation. As you're just checking the immediate surrounding area for any clues you might have missed.
Yep.
And if you're looking for something specific, then now is the time. 4 successes, okay.
Yeah.
At the very least, as you touch that tree and the other trees and look for those tracks, like I said, you don't see the tracks anymore. You don't find any specific mark. You do notice that all the trees in the area are wet. I mean, obviously it rained a little bit, but the trunks are wet.
Yeah.
And mostly on one side.
Hey.
As if something splattered water against it from a side. Or hosed it.
Yeah. If I go like crime scene investigation, can I figure out is there a point of explosion, like a point of origin for an explosion where it's splattered all around some certain point, or is it like everything from the east is wet? Or
No, you do exactly that. You follow the wetness on one side of the trunk where you find it, and eventually you find what seems like a very large puddle, sort of similar to a large version of those puddles you saw before, and that seems to be sort of ground zero. Like, from here, everything just sort of got wet as if a big watery explosion pop happened here.
Well, okay. Hey, Victor, take a look at this. This reminds me of my past. I've seen a
puddle.
No. Look around. This is like the point of origin, and it looks like it's exploded all around. See the other side of this tree trunk. Not wet here.
What shape are the clouds?
I'm sorry, what shape are the clouds?
Yeah, like I know they've shifted a bit, but could we make an assessment whether or not the sort of the epicenter of the cloud is here and it's sort of expanded outwards from here?
When you look at the clouds, you mean relating to the rainfall you had a little bit ago?
Yeah. The sudden rainfall,
because you're checking this more critically right now. I'm just going to waive the check on that. You notice that the only real clouds in the area are like really high up and don't look like rain clouds, and they're also a few miles to the north where the sun happened. Well, I see to the north, that would be to the south. To the south where the sun happened to be, because they were in front of the sun. There are no rain clouds above you.
Well, damn. How do you feel about that shadowy giant just sweating all over us?
It climbed up the mountain, then sat above you, and then went, "Ugh," and then wrung out a towel right above you, and that's what you felt.
Well, Victor points out, well, I mean, there was a drizzle, there's no rain clouds. Those are not rain clouds and they're too far away. And like I posited earlier, is that maybe that creature was made of water vapor, sort of like the rainy curtain under a cloud sort of thing. So, like you said, looks like something exploded, sort of. So maybe that thing finally popped and sort of rained its water all over this place. I taste the puddle.
How does it just pop?
Well, like I said, it looked like it's not really fully here or corporeal in first place. It was like shadow, but, well, so does rain from afar. It looks kind of like a shadowy curtain, so. But yeah, Victor does taste the puddle to see if it tastes the same.
You taste more puddles. You get a taste for it at this point. And, yep, I mean, I gotta do this every time.
Do you get disease?
Yep, tastes like puddle, like the ones you've tasted before.
Okay. Like a grassy, recently mowed.
Yes.
Well,
I wouldn't call it recently mown lawn. It was recent rain shower.
Right.
Recent rainstorm on freshly mown lawn. Yeah, I don't know why the freshly mown lawn impacts the smell, but it does.
It has sort of a grassy smell.
I suppose. It's not really the part that's important right now, but, you know, whatever.
Right, I'm just trying to keep
the grass demons, that's what we're here for.
Well, no, but it's sort of a pleasant, naturey thing. Yeah, but Victor goes, well, I mean, the puddle tastes the same as well as its tracks, so... Yeah, I think it escaped, if you can call it escaping. Either that or it... This is to Peter, and he goes, either that or this was its job all along. I mean, I'm still quite...
Racine start eyeing everywhere suspiciously. Like,
no,
waiting for an ambush.
I think its job is just to water the place and sort of keep it moisturized and hydrated.
Okay.
He does.
That's a theory.
Yeah. I mean, he still posits that they are sort of fey or nature spirit creatures. That's his current hypothesis. So he does take some of the water, and as before, he tries to draw the Bigfoot glyph on one of the trees or somewhere and see if it does anything, which probably doesn't, but...
Sometimes I think it's good that we don't play this at a table IRL. Because some of the facial expressions I make while you guys theory craft.
Might give something away. And if it's not true at all, like, yeah, that's never gonna be the answer.
It works both ways.
Like, where the fuck do you get those?
Either way, you have this little thing behind you.
Yeah.
What you then decide to do with that information from this point on, I imagine you would communicate with the team.
Yeah. Victor would have also, while Peter investigated the whole thing and he was reminiscing of his dad, he would have actually snapped a photo of the view and sent one to his dad. He would actually snap not only a photo of the view, but also of kind of Peter, kind of like with a wilderness guy, and sent an awkward message of, I know we never got along during our trips, but I'm sort of... I think at this moment I sort of get what you were getting at. Look where I am, and I even went hiking with the wilderness guy, and then he sort of puts in Peter's YouTube channel into the link. Like, he has a lot of wilderness shit. I even managed to be in one of them.
Okay. Okay, so you send that message.
Yeah.
First off, your dad's not the type to always have his phone on him for stuff. He's,
Oh yeah, no, he doesn't expect a response.
But when he does, let's say a response like half an hour later, you notice like, oh hey, by the way, he's getting a response, and the response is that you just see is typing,
Yeah.
is typing,
And then
and
nothing
still
comes
is for like half an hour. That you're in the car, you're doing other shit, you occasionally check it still is typing.
Yeah.
And then after however, like it took 2 hours later, you finally get a response for this, which is just a thumbs up.
Yeah, that checks. that checks. I imagine their relationship isn't warm in any way, so a thumbs up is like already a big thing. It's like that checks. Not sure what I expected, but
Meanwhile, I'm assuming you guys would communicate.
yeah, we
So over your messenger app and calling each other. Also, I'm imagining a day would have passed at this point. You know, you finish up your stuff, you communicate, you realize, well, you're still not getting anything from Marcus, and then the next day, I imagine he would have his phone on again, or not. Marcus. Are you there? Your mic's being a little weird.
Meanwhile, Marcus is sitting on a park with the bread on his hands, throwing pieces of bread for a horde of ducks, gathering as an army of his helpers around him. Each throw of the bread sends them after the bread, and life is wonderful.
does he still not hear the messages?
He still does not hear the messenger, although they are very, very softly somewhere in the background, but it's still almost unnoticeable. It'll probably be a while before they're back, and he is making the most of it. Also, is this just a fucking adventure where all four of you are just finding contentment and happiness?
Hey, this is your adventure, but apparently so. This is a brief
Just for a moment.
respite. Yeah, this is a brief respite among all the terrible.
I want to. I want to point out it was not my idea to get squeezed by women's thighs. Okay, it was not my own idea.
No, yeah.
You put me in a position like this and you expect me to like hate it? Come on.
I mean, if that's what Pex
How am I
hates,
supposed to
then
move
sure.
on?
Of course, I mean, you can hate it if you want.
Three women are trying to wrestle him at the same time, and he just has tears
Oh,
in his eyes.
no.
I miss my wife.
That could be. You could be like, no, this is not professional.
The
or something
weight
like
of
that,
three
but
women crushing my head with their thighs. It's almost like her.
Just like Martha used.
But more importantly, you guys communicate and establish
Yeah,
a
I mean,
plan.
if
Marcus
we can't
still
find
has
Marcus-
Marcus
yeah,
still
if
has
he
his
would-
phone off. He's enjoying life.
now
So,
we need to
missing
go
person.
looking. Yeah, now we need to go looking.
Yeah.
So calling you guys for an emergency meetup. We have a man missing. So you're gonna have to cut your forest dwelling short.
Yeah. Oh, we found it.
I told you.
What do you
I
mean
told
found
you.
it?
Well, I mean, we follow one of the big guys, and it sort of exploded into water, sort of.
Oh,
thing,
shit.
so- It felt really
What,
good.
like a water elemental?
Imagine like drizzle or rain formed into the form of a hairy giant that then sort of seems to evaporate. all
That
of a
doesn't.
sudden.
No, that doesn't track. Anyway, like Marcus is missing. We have a situation on our hands.
We need to
Yeah,
to
yeah,
focus on that. I told you this would happen. Like, people go in there and they just never come back.
Yeah,
Something
and I
going
told you
where?
you should have gone. I wanted to go there too. I wanted to check it out.
And this
Went
people
where?
Like, no, it's boring.
have Mormon community, whatever they do
Yeah,
in there.
he went to listen to one of their sermons, and I was originally to Peter like, no, I want to go check it out, because Marcus was like, oh, there you need second sight in there, and Peter was like, no, it's boring. Nothing happens, except then all of a sudden he was like, don't go alone. It's a cult meeting, and you disappear, and mixed
And
messages.
then he went alone, and it was a cult meeting, and he disappeared. Gotcha.
Well, yeah, apparently. I mean, I wanted
Okay,
to go.
so how fast can you guys get here? I was already planning, like I was just about to say I'm on the road, I can just drive by and check, but it doesn't sound like that's necessarily a good idea.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, a guy who's 3 minutes dead and resurrects and is all of a sudden is super religious. Yeah, that sounds shady. To the least, so maybe not alone.
All right. But what are you going to do about it?
Marcus is a lost case. Let's go find someone else. Nah. It'll probably take us and he looks at Peter, a few hours, an hour or two to get.
Yeah.
I mean, we've hiked a long way just to get to the car.
All right, do you
That'll
need to
take us
pick
a
up
while.
anything? Do you guys? I mean, you probably need like a shower and stuff.
Probably.
Depending on what do we care about showers? We need to find Marcus.
Well, I mean, if you want to show up into a church looking like a homeless guy, like that could be a thing.
Yeah,
Smelling
we'll be
like
the first one.
Hey, it might incur sympathy.
Yeah, I mean, sure. If you want to roll with that.
I would prefer. Also, yeah, I mean, whatever. We'll discuss that along the way, but
Yeah.
it'll take us a while to get down from here. So
Yeah,
Several
need me to pick
hours
up anything
later.
from the store?
no,
Any more rubber gloves? More condoms?
what for?
I imagine you guys went through a lot already, so. But what do you mean you you said you found him,
Yeah, we followed one of them.
right? And you said it disappeared. So, but did you
Yeah.
find a community or like a fucking cave that they dwell in or like what?
No, we followed it. We followed its trail and we followed it, and then we lost.
And then you
for a
lost
brief
it.
Yeah, basically, but where we lost it, there's a huge puddle that tastes like its tracks, and there's water everywhere. And then there was this weird, serene feeling.
Wait, you ate thing?
Well, I mean, I tasted it. I had to taste it. I don't have anything else to. It's water.
He's like a 3-year-old kid and just puts everything in his mouth.
I mean,
It's insane.
Yeah, I mean, Peter, keep an eye out on him. We don't want some bullshit happening with him now that we already have one person missing.
didn't he also taste the ghost? I think he tasted the ghost as well back in the day.
You do have a habit of tasting various creatures and liquids and things.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm curious. I need to know.
With the mouth. You need to know
With
the mouth.
the second adventure that we had, you saw a reward of goo, and you were instantly like, yes, gimme.
Well, yeah, exactly.
I had the
Ghost
tortilla
goo.
right here. Just put it in.
Yes.
Ghost goo. What does it feel like when it hits the tongue? It's a tingly, makes me feel really sick. Not imbibable. I mean, you gotta test.
Yeah, you're gonna get possessed
Oh,
sooner or later.
Probably.
Again.
But I'm trying to play to the curiosity. I gotta figure this
Yes.
shit out angle. So. Oh,
Okay,
I also need to do a reading at some point. Oh, we need to get playing cards.
So additional medicinal stuff we need to pack to our car would be worming medicine.
You mean something to
What medicine?
purge his stomach?
Yeah.
Purge
Oh.
the stomach from or purge the intestines.
Yeah,
from
for
worms.
deworming.
Deworming, that's the word, yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah, I'll
we
grab.
start drawing.
I'll
You're
go
very
buy a
lucky.
deck of cards and Surström.
Tarot cards if you can find, but regular playing cards work. Also, and as after the phone call goes, there's one more thing I need to do because the buggers have been pestering me for a moment now ever since I tasted the water.
Yes.
The what?
And the voices. And he starts drawing a sort of complicated field, like a circular field with compartments, and he draws horoscope symbols and star signs onto it, and he takes the 12 stones that he's picked up and he throws them onto the board, so to speak, as he attempts to contact his patron through a
Yes.
a reading of sorts.
Contacting it in general would be a little vague. Do you ask it a specific question as you try this over a period of time? I don't know if you would be doing it while driving or while you have some opportunity.
No, I imagine he would do that
intent.
before we leave.
Okay.
Like
While
he's
you're
like, I
still
really need to
sort
do
of
it
in that
here.
location. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, you set up a little. You don't have a set of cards, but you try your stones. You try various auguries,
Yeah.
tricks, and whatnot you've learned to contact spirits. As you try to talk to this patron you every once in a while have communications with. Sometimes it's useful,
Yeah.
sometimes it's not. But you do know you sort of have to guide it in a direction. What do you
Yeah.
ask? Try and be
He
specific.
asks, is this something that needs to be removed? Is it dangerous?
It will paint you a picture of in your mind, of a pitch black void, an eternity of darkness, where, you briefly get a sensation of senses where all of your senses are useless. There is no light. There is barely any medium for smell. You have the vague sensation that there are some other things there with you in that pitch black. And the sensation that this darkness just lasted an eternity. At least an eternity to your senses. It's probably closer to thousands, tens of thousands of years, maybe. And then all of a sudden, after all of that, there's this little pinprick of light. And you use all the effort you have in your body to get away from this massive darkness you find yourself in, to crawl towards that little pinprick. As you know that if you don't make it there, you're probably actually going to be stuck in this darkness forever. And when you reach that end of the tunnel with that little pinprick of light, all of a sudden you open your eyes and you briefly find yourself in a hospital with doctors trying to reanimate you.
Okay.
And there this brief vision ends that this patron tries to put in your head. You don't know what to do with this information. It's not a clear answer to your question, I know.
No,
but that is unfortunately how they sort of work. But it is attempting to answer this question for you in the best way that it can. Or at least you hope that's what it's doing, and it's not just being a dick to you, but you know that whenever you try this, you at the very least get something out of it. Whether or not that is relevant, well, I mean, you remember at some point it gave you a vision, and then it turned out a few months later that that was something that had, in fact, been relevant to a case you were exploring, but connecting it to something you're actively doing is quite difficult.
Oh no, Victor goes, what? I wonder what would that look like for Peter? Like, you see... you see,
to him,
Victor
it would
draws
look
this...
like it would look like, from his perspective, as if you were simply, playing with your things and then briefly meditating, being in sort of a meditative pose with your hands on the board area, and then you're just sort of lulling back and forth for what seems like a few minutes.
Yeah.
At most, 10 minutes or so of sort of being, maybe mumbling a little bit, and then snapping out of it and going, huh. To him, it looked, like you were doing a seance of sort. And to you, I don't want to reuse the term lucid dream, because it was very much not lucid. It was more like a recording of something else. You didn't have much impact over it. And how it connects to anything else you're doing here, very hard to say. They did not feel particularly full of clarity today.
Well, yeah, true.
Come on, man. Hey, are you there? We need to go.
Yeah.
What are you doing now?
He's not human.
He? Marcus?
No, the other guy. We really need to go. I'll explain along the way.
Sure, yeah.
And he explains that as we're rushing down, he explains that as he collects the stones, actually, just in case he has a reserve reading thing in case the cards don't arrive. And he explains to Peter that the vision basically that he saw this pitch black thing where something had been waiting. A lot of some things are waiting for a long time, and there was a pinprick, like an opening in the darkness, through which this something crawled through to find doctors trying to resuscitate it. So
there's something else in the body? Well, that's what we kind of...
That is what it sounds like. Something came from beyond. Unless... Yeah, unless it is his spirit somehow, but I don't think so. It didn't seem to have a sense of getting there, just a knowledge that if it doesn't get out now, it never escapes, as opposed to it was shunted there, curious where it was, and then goes, oh shit, I'm back feeling. So something's definitely inhabiting him. And probably, yeah. It's not human.
Well,
it's not human.
Well, that's knowledge enough. And with more resolve in his step, he starts or keeps on moving towards the truck.
You guys get in the truck and make your way back to the city. For clarity's sake, I believe we were in Salt Lake City / Provo, which was very close to each other. Where, somewhere in Salt Lake City, Pex has his MMA dojo. And somewhere in that city, Marcus is currently sitting on a bench feeding the ducks. Not that you know that.
Yeah.
Not that you know anything he found, because aside from player Mind Hive, you haven't actually communicated with him yet.
Yep.
Once you arrive back, you meet up with each other. You exchange courtesy hellos and any information that has been, explicitly stated in the player hive mind, I imagine, just to make sure
Yeah.
everyone's sort of on the same page.
Yes. Yeah. Victor shares these crazy ramblings with Pex
Yes.
as well.
After
that thing
though,
has- like done anything to Marcus, I'll just blow its brains out like right then and there.
I
Just
I
making-
do love. No, go on.
just like making sure be prepared.
Right. I do love how Peter's taking, like, Victor stares at a circle for a moment and then goes, oh yeah, it's not human, this is what I saw, completely in stride. He's never seen Victor do this before, because I had a vision. I drink rainwater from monster footsteps, I had a vision. Yeah, we believe it.
But it wasn't anything like, it could have been like getting like bit hanged from the tree from a neck like ankle or anything, and
I've seen it before.
after that just saying something like, which is completely obvious to Peter already.
Yeah,
which is
and
that
Victor has
this guy's not-
spoken before of seeing things that no one else sees. It was in the
marking
crater
at least.
lake where he saw, oh, this thing was drawn onto the surface.
Yeah.
I see things sometimes, and there was the glyph. So yeah, it's once before he's been like, I just see things. Trust
And I
me,
think
bro.
we talked about it at some point when he tried to
Mm.
ask what
Could be.
drive
I mean-
everybody has.
assuming you've all sort of introduced each other to your little quirks and whatnot, and you've been together for a few months now, and you've been in a house that eats people, you've dealt with a ghost, you've dealt with the fucking skinwalker, cactus cat, peyote nightmare bullshit. This is probably the least weird thing that you've seen in a while. We went on
Sure,
a hike,
sure.
and he did a seance. Ooh, how special. And then he opened his eyes all menacingly, looked at the camera and said, "It's not human." What, the monster that we've been tracking and that you've been drinking the footsteps of? Yes, we know. No, the other
Like,
thing.
no.
What other thing?
Yeah, the other thing, exactly. The priest isn't human. It's like, okay. He just somehow he's like, oh, we gotta go then. He's like, are you sure? How do you know this? But it's fine. It just amused me for a moment. I was like, but yeah, he shares this with Pex as well. Like, I did a reading and I saw this sort of vision priest.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it fits the priest best. He's the only one we know who's been dead for a while. Something has crawled out from whatever abyss opens when you die and taken over his body.
All right.
Mark is in danger,
Pex,
probably.
you are in charge of what is happening in town more than anything, since the others have been busy. How would you like to lead the investigation from this point on?
I can't. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to listen to like maybe 10 more minutes.
Okay. Marcus describes how he is feeding the ducks. This one is called Sandy. She is my favorite. She waddles towards me. This one is Percy.
Yeah, I think like Marcus is like Barack Obama after 8 years of White House. Like all the stress and all the burden has been lifted from his shoulders. The voice is gone. Like the knowledge about the unnatural, the monsters, it is far on the background at this moment. He's walking with like a feeling that he's basically floating on the air, and basically everything he thinks is positive, and somehow that there is a way forward, and I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna get back my family. I'm gonna reconnect with my son. It's gonna be easy, and I don't need to think of anything today. I'm just gonna do everything I haven't been able to do before. I'm gonna have a great ice cream. I'm gonna have a great hamburger. I'm just gonna be basically taking some, like, just sitting on this bench, like, enjoy the sun on my face. I'm gonna throw some bread on the ducks.
Meanwhile, the
And
rest of the
the
team is like, we
time
gotta
has
find
locked
him, he's in
me.
danger.
Yeah, but basically still, like, he's just going to return back to his apartment in the evening, going to bed, waking up in the next morning, and most likely at that point he's going to open up his cell phone to send a message for his son. And then he might notice that, oh, there's an awful many phone calls and messages waiting for him.
Due to your state of mind, your communication with your son is even more peppy and more fruitful than any of the previous ones have been. For some reason, you were all tensed up and you couldn't communicate with them at all. And it was like, yeah, sure, Dad. And now, all of a sudden, due to you being inquisitive about what he likes, he opens up and he shares with you all sorts of stories. Oh yeah, Dad, there's this new game. What do the kids play these days? Digimon 5th edition Ultra. Oh, it just released and all the kids are playing it. Can you get me a Digimon? And you don't even have that old man moment where you're like, do you mean Pokemon? I really played Pokemon. Instead, you just go with it and you go, of course, that sounds great, son.
Yeah, like Marcus is enjoying his life.
Yes. And you
Basically
your
being on
relationship
drugs.
with your son has massively improved. Yeah, I mean, that is also a theme, apparently.
Yeah, sounds good. So,
Yeah.
if nobody's going to ambush him on his apartment, or he doesn't find his his apartment door broken by somebody, or scratch marks on the door, somebody's past being like picklocking his door or something like that, he's just going to like
exceptionally unlucky. No.
yeah.
Even with a 1, the 5 compensates. You are not unlucky enough that something like that would happen.
Yeah, like we're just gonna go like put the radio on, like do some like very cheesy like dance moves on the living room, like waiting for a cup of tea to like to get ready, and then just fall instantly asleep. Something that Marcus
Yeah.
never
Just
been
checking.
able to do.
Other guys,
Usually, it always takes hours.
Yes, other guys, would you check on Marcus's apartment? You know where he lives. Pex, yes or no? Would you check on his apartment? Going once.
I mean, I would imagine we look everywhere we know he might be first.
That would be his apartment. Based
Yeah,
on the
like-
roll I did a moment ago, when you say, oh, he goes to his apartment and he just dances a bit,
Yeah, like just like without even realizing it. Like
Yeah.
there's a
I imagine you have
Yeah,
you have headphones on and you're really grooving to the music.
yeah, like I'm just like listening some good old classic blues, like what a wonderful world.
Yeah, and you do like that thing where you have a fake microphone in your hand imagined, and you're singing along with it. What a wonderful world, and you're doing the dance moves.
Oh, absolutely.
And meanwhile, you've given a spare key to the others who now open your apartment door to check on you. And they stand in the hallway looking at you in the living room doing that performance with your eyes closed as you're fully engrossed with the music.
Yeah, absolutely. Like doing a little bit like what's called like a step dancing, like
Yeah. And
back
because you
forth.
have headphones on, you don't even hear them. And even when they say like, Marcus, are you okay? And you just keep going with the singing.
Yeah. I
And
mean, walks to the somewhere out of sight to the kitchen and like pour myself a cup of tea.
okay. And that is the scene where they walk in on, with seeing you singing and then just not even seeing them walking over to the kitchen, pouring yourself a cup of tea. You still have the headphones on. Everyone walks in. You're all in the same place. In case of doubt, Marcus gets to decide how that resolves when everyone comes in and greets you.
Oh, okay. I think he finally noticed that there's a familiar face. He says, did you come for a nightcap or a cup of tea? Just pour some.
No, we
Why
came
such
to
a
make
long
sure that you're
face?
okay.
Oh shit! You're okay.
I'm amazing. I'm great.
Are you on drugs?
Like Mark starts like humming the song, and like you realize it's a wonderful note. Like and he's like pouring people like a cup of tea and like getting like a bottle of rum from somewhere like on the cabinet and like asking that there's a nightcap.
No, what did you find at the church?
Oh, such an interesting people, such a wonderful lectures. What
Okay,
do I
but
actually
what did you
remember about
see?
it? What do I remember about all of this? Or do I remember anything like supernatural, but just like...
You will remember that initially, as far as you were concerned, it was a very bare bones. You're not a Mormon yourself, but I don't even know if you...
Nope, I'm not religious at all.
Not religious at all. So initially, like, well, you don't know what to expect. And then this choir comes out and it starts singing, like, oh, okay, I get it. It's sort of like a concert. And then some people come out and they give
Like
some
music,
speeches on what religion means to them and what they've been up to in the community. And you go, whatever. Yeah, all right. Sharing life's
I can
tales.
understand
You've been
community,
in prison. Yeah, you can get it. You can get it. Sure. And then this other guy comes out, and when he talks, every word, the way his voice sounds, just sounds beautiful and pleasant to listen to. And he seems to be talking about this, the mystery of life and really pursuing what matters and, trying to reach the underneath and how easy it is for us to sort of fall asleep to the things, and with our eyes closed to the real things that matter, like your son. And how we live our lives in these ways, where we just sort of sleepwalk through them rather than awakening and ascending to a greater cause. And you remember that as you were listening to it, you would get engrossed in it and sort of hang on every word he said. And then you realize, like, wait a minute, I was supposed to check for something supernatural, and when you activated that at that particular time, it was as if things got way too bright and sort of flashbanged you, and after that, you just remember sitting through the thing, almost stunned by this experience of being flashbanged, and after that, the messengers were just quiet. You remember it being peaceful and quiet in your head afterwards.
Yeah, okay. Did something else happen after that, or did people just like pour out and I followed them out?
After that, you were effectively just in a church, sort of by yourself. Eventually, someone would ask, like, "Excuse me, sir, we want to close up. If you could leave for the day." I understand you've had. If you need a bit more to pray, they were all very kind, very nice. Afterwards, you just sort of shambled out, and you were left to your own devices again.
What would I think about the second side of the bright creature? Would it be that like Marcus acknowledged that the speaker was something that was unnatural, but doesn't really care about it as long as he's feels that the weight has been lifted?
Well, that's twofold.
And maybe he's found the real meaning of his life?
The problem is, threefold. The real meaning of life is that sermon would be speaking to you on a deep level that you haven't really experienced before. Secondly, the part where you would normally assess, is this supernatural or not, you could reason it, but it's also something you've relied on if the voices in your head were yelling at you, this is unnatural or not. And those... They were attempting to speak and then very quickly got silenced in the flashbang, so that makes it very difficult. Thirdly, you would attempt to assess it based on those voices now, but they're not here right now. So you can't. All you have is your own reason and your own emotions right now.
Okay, well, And I guess I haven't tried to see if I still have my edges. And of course, I think that I don't even care about them at this point.
Yep, both reasonable.
Yeah, it was a really good speaker. Imagine Morgan Freeman with his deep voice and a really philosophical, deep stuff. Like what is actually meaningful in our lives. Stop sleepwalking around. Focus what is important to you. And sorry guys, I saw your messages, but I just felt that I needed to have a peaceful day, so I just turned off my phone and went to feed the ducks on the nearby park. Had a really good ice cream. So what have you been up to? How was the wilderness and camping?
But did you use your second sight thing? What did you see? That was kind of the whole point, that you went in there and looked.
Yeah, I don't think that's so important.
But did you do it?
Marcus was shocked, and I poured a bit of rum on his cup.
Weren't you getting?
But did you do it? Is the important.
That is the old the prison recipe, except it was of course something a lot less good stuff. Whatever alcohol was available, just put it on your evening tea to catch sleep. So you don't hear the madman on the next cell smacking his forehead on the iron bars all night.
Toilet booze.
Yeah, but Victor's not if you're not giving him a direct answer of yes or no, if you're just gonna not important or just ignore him.
Yeah, thinking for a bit, but shrugs his shoulders, the information is there, but it's not reachable.
Yeah, did you look? Yes or no? It's a simple question.
Yes, I think that I think I tried.
Okay, but
I just remember white light, and then the next thing I remember is that somebody maybe I fall asleep, just wake me up, nice people, very nice people, and then I just head back home.
Right, a white light. Okay.
Yeah, it happens.
Well, sure, for something that's possessing a corpse, I suppose. I mean, now I'm curious, but...
It seems if you go on that territory or ask more questions, it's a slippery slope. The question just slips out of his mind. It seems it's meaningless.
No, seeing how you're in a weird state, he comes and slaps you, like a smack, trying to wake someone up from a stupor.
I don't think it works like that. But yeah, it seems he's basically on a very relaxing drug trip.
Yeah, exactly. So he's trying to smack you,
even though his pupils are clear.
Yeah, he's trying to smack you to get that sting to hopefully sort of get you alert.
Oof, all
get
of a
the
sudden,
brains restarted.
Yeah, Mark's gonna block the next blow.
You do realize there was something unnatural inside the guy all this time? You are being manipulated, don't you get it?
Does that reach him at all?
Well, to you, I mean, okay.
Maybe roll persuasion.
I mean, you've had a few days to sort of think about this. On both a reason and emotional level, Marcus is completely convinced that he is not being manipulated.
Yeah.
Maybe that things are different now, but that could be unrelated, or could be related and it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
I
would say that it's that surface it's like oil up. If something tries to attach to it, it just slips away.
Yeah. Imagine going up to a drug addict and then is this a good example? and then trying to explain to him that he's not doing drugs anymore, and that's why he got his life back together. And he just goes, no, that's unrelated. Like, no, you stopped doing drugs, and you got a job, and then you had structure in your life, and that's why things aren't horribly shit now, and why you can afford an apartment and stuff. Like, no, that's unrelated. I can just start doing drugs again and nothing would change. Like, no, that's not how it works.
But finally, I think that Marcus is gonna state that like some offhand with that. And it's amazing how silent it's in my head. So peaceful.
Yes. But it does seem to be the case that anytime you want to bring up certain topics with Marcus, any sort of supernatural target, then that the sensation that you're describing, it just sort of slips off. For the rest of you, that will be kind of similar to how supernatural interactions seem to often be for non-exposed people. So someone who has never encountered the supernatural in any way, yeah, you can try talking to them about Bigfoot or vampires or, the Loch Ness Monster or any of the things you have encountered so far. And they go, oh, wow, cool story, and then their life does not change because of it. Marcus is currently exuding that similar aura.
Okay. Can you, do you remember the speech? Like, which words got inflection? Like, can you repeat, what was he saying exactly?
I mean, it's been a little
Marcus will
bit...
try.
He tries to remember, and I'm just going to give you the thing, and Marcus will remember it with the voice of Morgan Freeman.
Yes.
My
Sure, buddy.
brothers and
Like,
sisters,
I think that
I'm
he was
Morgan
blah,
Freeman.
blah, 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 blah.
Yes, and he repeats, oh, you walk your days in comfort and routine. I'm Morgan Freeman. In the safety of what you see and touch. Yet the Lord was not meant for his children to remain blind. They are sleepers among you, those who believe they see all, yet their eyes are veiled. The Spirit moves beyond the walls of this temple, beyond the mountains, calling to you to awaken to the gifts placed within your very soul. Each trial a whisper of fear in the mountains, calling you to awaken and find it in the wilderness, in the beauty of the Lord's way of stirring what was laying dormant, awaiting the faithful to claim it. And so I call upon you, children of Zion, do not fear what you cannot name yet, but walk bravely into the unknown, with the certainty that God's design will guide you. Let the sleepers awaken to the beauty, and take their first step towards ascension, to unlock the potential that has been lost within you. Every vision, every stir of wonder, every encounter of what seems impossible is not a temptation, but a sign, a covenant, to step closer to the Almighty, to serve Him with all that you are. And the mysteries of creation shall be revealed in your hand, in your mind, and in your spirit. Amen. I'm Morgan Freeman. He doesn't repeat the whole thing, but those are parts that stood out.
Sure. That's weird. Sounds like he's calling people to open up and see the supernatural, which would explain the sudden surge in Bigfoot sightings if people are suddenly not ignoring them, but it seems like he's put you to sleep.
But
Like
buddies,
he flipped the
you should
off
hear the
switch
man.
on and your switch off.
you should hear the man. Like, I think that he is like giving the next speech. Is there like a? Would I know that? Is there like a second sermon in the future?
He has several sermons and meetings like this planned. Every week he is at some community center. So, yes, it would be pretty straightforward to find out where he is going next.
Okay, now I know you're being manipulated. Like, yeah, I'll be there. He says in a little bit menacing way.
Well, you read a good book, you get some good ideas from it. Is it manipulation? Maybe it is.
These
you
good
hear them, man.
ideas are trying to manipulate me.
They're manipulating me to be a better person. No.
I mean, it sounded awfully culty. uh, I mean, I wouldn't go quite yet. I think we need to dig up something, maybe means of resisting spiritual influences and stuff like that.
Well, how would you do
I wouldn't
that?
go. That is a good question. He would probably first try his usual sources, and if that fails to bring up anything, he would.
You have one usual sources with, well, okay, two. Your books, the Arcanum.
Yeah.
But that's if you're just,
And
again, that's roll intelligence to find this solution. But
we don't really have
think of
much to go on in this campaign.
Well, let's say that you need to investigate a person, and you know that if you get too close to them, they might do to you what they did to Marcus.
Yeah.
And we don't want that.
So how do you investigate someone while avoiding that?
I mean, we yeah. The problem is
Ask
we don't know
around.
if
Go to
that
the
is-
archives. Just throwing the Cthulhu stuff again.
Sure. Like I know we could plant a microphone somewhere and listen remotely, or send Marcus in. I think he's more than willing to go in. I hope he can carry a hidden, like, you can bug him or something.
Anything for you guys.
But this is the player talking. this isn't Victor, but like talking the different avenues. But I think what Victor's trying to get at is because we don't know if it's the voice that carries the power or his presence. If you need the whole visual proximity and voice, and he's like, we need something to ward off and influence somehow, even in case it's a voice, it carries through voice. So that's why he's like, we need
Well,
some sort of a ward.
Could you test that somehow?
I don't think we can without exposure.
Well, you have at least 2 more tries, I guess.
True. But we would need a
wonder-
source. Oh yeah,
I wonder if we could record the speech, send it to Arcanum. They might be interested in it, and they might test it.
Well, what would happen if they
if they fall thrall to it. Yeah,
Well,
if they fall
that's
thrall
why
to
we-
it.
That's why we are completely candid about it to them, and say to them like, okay, use this responsibly. Just test it on one person.
Mark's just gonna search YouTube. Is there actually some of the sermons actually recorded there?
Ooh, that's
If
a
yes,
good question.
if yes, like I said, why to put the recording? He has a YouTube channel. Should I press the play?
I mean, I don't think he would
No,
have a
not
YouTube
yet.
channel, but it might be likely that one of the things he has is recorded. General luck check.
Oh my goodness!
Okay.
Am I going to send it to my editor and test it with him?
you tell me how you want to test this. Okay, after some searching, Marcus has more than enough experience with internet and YouTube and knows his name and where he acts, so you are capable of finding recordings by looking up the various community centers. And hey, yes, some of them record their stuff. And guess what? Yep, here it is. Audio recording. It's not a YouTube video, it's just an audio recording.
Okay.
Churches and community centers do that sometimes. It was intended to stream if you're not there, but hey, they have an archive of some of the previous ones as well. There it is, archive recording of this guy's entire thing.
Mark's just gonna press the play. Something doesn't stop him because he doesn't understand there's any danger.
It
no,
starts on,
Victor's
"I'm
there to
Morgan
stop
Freeman."
it. Victor's there to stop him. He's like, no, we do this with only one person listening. We're not exposing everyone to this.
Also, good ideas?
No, of the creature that's possessing his corpse.
I have
He's
no
not
idea what you're talking
human.
about.
Well, obviously not. You've been put to sleep.
You want to listen to some blues? I have a good record here. Like Mark just walks like in a different room to like start the music on.
Ah, stuff.
Music, not
Peter
not
grabs
the
him.
recording of the guy's
Yeah.
voice.
Peter's getting paranoid about this. He really thinks Marcus is being like mind controlled, and there's an actual recording or something.
Why
And,
are they talking backwards?
I can go first. If I start being loopy like Marcus over here, we know it's the voice.
BB King is that really scorns like it fills the air in the small apartment.
Oh, that's better. So use headphones.
Sure. He takes out his own headphones and sits down to listen. He'll try to pay attention to inflections, like if he's emphasizing certain words like sleep, and like he's almost looking for a hypnotic suggestion in the speech, like if he's emphasizing certain keywords that would explain Marcus's sort of state, and just hide it under the god fluff, basically.
All right, give
Yeah.
me perception investigation as you listen to this, because Victor is listening to the audio recording by himself, right?
Yeah,
With headphones.
with headphones. Yeah,
And you're taking the risk.
I am taking the risk. Yeah, intelligence investigation, or was it perception investigation?
Perception investigation.
Okay. Ooh. Not my strongest one. I don't have any investigation for some reason.
AFK rolling.
We're going with 2
Can you feel power?
successes.
Wow.
2 successes.
2. Yes.
You listen to this thing with your full attention and in detail. And much like Morgan Freeman, it is a very pleasant voice to listen to. It is very skillfully delivered. There does not seem to be something supernatural or stressed about it or some hidden pattern. You re-listen to it, and aside from being a religious sermon, which you have, I believe you were also born religious, right?
Yes.
Victor? Yes.
Yeah.
You've heard plenty of things in sort of the same cadence. This is very well done. Many preachers are honestly kind of shit at their job. This one is putting his heart and soul into it. He really cares. He cares a lot about what he's saying. And it fills you occasionally with a feeling of, hope for the future. That people care this much and are willing to put that much into it. You try specifically to sort of distance yourself from this, to analyze your own feelings.
Yeah.
There seems to be no mind control or anything, no hypnotic pattern. You play it back and go, wait, how is he pronouncing that word? Is that secretly something else? Is this secret like deep Aramaic? And nope. It is beautifully executed. You don't think anyone in the world of Hollywood fame would be able to give an Oscar-worthy performance to execute something that well, to put that much emotion into it. He really gives a shit. And that is doing much of the work.
Okay. Well, it's not in the voice. He's just, whatever this is a really good talker. And, well, it's hard to say whether or not it's writing his feelings and his memories or whatever, but whatever this is seems to really give a shit about what he says.
Very
So whatever is
meaningful
it?
messages. Well, Like, just slow down once in a while. Think what is important in our lives. I really got more close to my son, like just in the recent, like a day or so. I think I was too much bottled up about like being afraid of like how should I approach him? Would he get the wrong impression in something I said? I just let it fly. Like I think that like everything is peachy, so to say.
See, I would agree with you if it wasn't also trying to poach people into the church and into religious organizations. I would fully agree with you that the whole thing is just a PR trick for the church. Well, that's where you're gonna lose me.
Victor, I'm not gonna join any church. I don't believe that shit. But he had some good ideas there, like
Good
really
for
like
you.
strong stuff.
But regardless, this being also has power, because you seem like everyday people when it comes to the supernatural. It's almost like you've, I hate to say gone back to sleep, but it's almost like you've lost that something that we have that allows us to perceive it. It's almost like something, whatever this is regardless of the message, which is all, open your eyes and see the world as it really is. It really has pulled the wool over your head and tucked you to sleep again, so to speak. So it really doesn't, that worries me. It is a creature of power, and it's not just a speech.
Blank stare.
Yeah, see, exactly. What do you think of this? And he shows you the picture of the thing that we were chasing.
Yeah, he shows you a picture of a shadowy Bigfoot-esque monster walking through the Utah hillside.
Oh, that's a good material. I'm sure we get a lot of views out of that.
Yeah, we were chasing this for for a whole day yesterday. Or was it today? But yeah, anyway.
I questioned like I still have memories, but it's just not important. Yeah, great material. Like nobody can see is it
The best way
CGI or real.
to put it is yeah, you still have all the memories and you still have full understanding of what you're seeing. It's just that you used to have this drive hounding you in the back of your head to go like, you must deal with this. It is important. Go, my child, and cleanse the world in fire, and that's just not there.
Yeah. Do you plan of going back, or just like maybe?
Well, no, I'm
Let
more
that be,
curious.
let-
Do you think this is real, or do you
Any
think
turkey
this is...
do the magic?
Well, no, I'm more curious. Do you think this is real, or do you think this is photo edit?
Well, I know that like none of you can do shit edit, like, and that's not my work.
That is true.
So like,
That is true.
yeah, of course it's real. You wouldn't lie to me.
And you remember the soul-eating house, and you know that's real as well. That
Yeah,
we were in.
fucking crazy stuff. Yeah, well, how could I forget?
Cool. Okay. No, that's the difference. That's the important part, because if you were fully asleep, or if you had reverted, like you said, the voices are quiet. If they were truly properly gone, you would be like, nah, that was all just a fever dream. So it's not entirely. It's just somehow. But you don't feel the urge to go after this thing.
Not a bit. Not
Okay,
a
cool.
bit. And there's like happiness in his voice.
Aren't you curious what it is?
Maybe a
I
little
think
bit.
that I will pass. But if you guys need help, I will always be back up for you guys.
So what do you feel passionate about? What do you like? What ambitions do you have at the moment, other than just? And what were you feeding the ducks?
Well, we have like so much stress going on, like a monster chasing us. The goddamn voice yelling at my head like non-stop. And when it was gone, I just felt like I just need to like get some like a meditation, some Zen time. Like I need a holiday, a weekend. And I feel so much better now.
We just had a month's holiday.
Well,
of just doing work before we came here.
a
You know, just,
cleanup
I mean,
period.
okay, we
as you
were
worried
working,
about the
but it was a
feds.
holiday from
Yeah.
our hunting, or whatever it is we do.
A period
Well,
where
I
you know,
think
you
that
were
we might have a
settled.
different kind of voice in our heads in that regard. Mine is
What do
quite
you-
quite like it is very. He's trying to find the words like he
Mutant.
really wants to destroy these things and protect the innocents, and he's very vocal
Fanatic.
about it.
Fanatical.
Lots
Mine's-
more. Yeah, it's like a fully suicide bomber style.
Oh,
So,
mine's more.
Zealotous.
I mean, mine's. Go on.
yeah, I'm trying to fill in the words that he probably means, but wait, isn't he a zeal?
he's a zealot,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Yes,
We have
well,
3
I mean,
zeals
yeah.
and a vision.
We have the 3 zealots and a vision, which is why Victor kind of struggles at times. He's like, I really want to know more, but no, we kill it.
So 3 of them are going kill, 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 and he's just sitting in the back raising his finger. Could we maybe figure out what it is? And shut up, nerd! Kill, 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 kill.
Exactly.
And now one
The
of the
3 soldiers and a scientist.
and now one of them is
Perfect.
actually just going, yeah, you know what? I'm okay with not killing.
Yeah.
And the other 2 other
Perfect.
guys are trying to cheer him up. Kill, kill.
Yeah.
Eh.
Victor's
That's
like,
funny.
no,
Yeah.
we need to talk to him first. And the like gets 3 pairs of jock straps just thrown on his face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guys, have you thought about it? Maybe this actually is a curse. Maybe all of us should get rid of it.
What? No, fuck
Like,
no.
what good has it done in our lives?
Apart from you, I mean, it's excitement. It
place-
proves that the stuff that I've been enthusiastic about ever since I was a teenager is real.
We've made the world safer place. Didn't you?
Well-
Can't you remember the corruption the mayor of that one place was doing?
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm not saying
Like,
there
these
aren't
creatures are
dangerous things.
dangerous.
We have also killed a lot of people. A lot of things.
Have we though?
I've killed 1, and that guy deserved it.
Oh yeah, I've killed 1, but that was self-defense.
Wait,
And I think it's
who
just
did-
going to be
who's you
beginning.
killed?
Yeah, he used
The guy
Peter's
who
rifle
killed
to.
Peter.
Yeah, the guy who was one of the vampire thralls. Victor used Peter's rifle to blast his brains out.
Yeah, I'm always surprised when Victor actually kills someone.
No, me too. I had to really think about. I was like, have I? Oh, I have 1 kill on my.
Okay, never mind. Continue, Marcus. You were saying.
So,
Yeah.
so we're the same.
Oh, not really. I mean, you
I
guys
mean,
are borderline
war-wise.
monsters. But I mean, but I'm
It's just
curious.
weird.
You say yours are like bloodhounds. That's curious. For me, it's more like, yes, these are dangerous and maybe dealt with, but it's for me, it's more a curiosity of. It's like a voice going, "Ooh, what's this? How does it tick?" Like my voices allow me a lot of leeway of just really ask the questions that I've always wanted to ask, but now have a chance to do it.
Let's actually hear some voices. Because
Oh yeah.
that's definitely not how it works for me. It's just
Well, I
me.
mean, it's
but
like
it's
an itch
like a
at the back of my
pride.
head. It's like an itch at the back of my head, and the seance that I did back there before we came down. That's kind of my way of contacting and having a. I hate to say conversation as much as you can have a conversation with whatever it is that we're dealing with. Like it's something. It's not just voice.
It is a force and voice in your head that is driving you in places you cannot even fully understand at times.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is cryptic and you can perceive it in your consciousness. You know, like when it's a voice you can hear saying something, or all of a sudden the text in a newspaper changes, or a big arrow points you in a direction. But other times it is very subtle. Have you ever sat behind your computer and without really knowing why, you've just opened, the same web page that you've just closed again? Like, well, I'm done browsing Twitter for today. Closes Twitter. I'm bored. Opens Twitter.
Is this for all of us or just?
Well, I'm giving an example of generally how a force like that manipulates you. Yeah. I'm bored. I should go do something productive. Opens porn site. It's like, wait a fucking second. I was gonna do something productive, not this. It's an action that happens before you even fully consciously realize it. A pressure that is there even though you know better. You can consciously override it, but if you're on autopilot, it will push you very hard in a direction. You don't know why you hate that guy on TV. You just don't like his fucking face, and you wish that he'd lost that game show, or had a truck hit him, or something. Well, that, except with this particular raison d'etre.
Yeah.
You don't know why you felt so passionately about certain things, but it is a force that is guiding you somewhere. Except for Marcus right now, who doesn't have that hounding him anymore. Like, oh, wait a second. I care about my son. I'm not going to open the porn site. I'm not going to go on Twitter. I'm going to call my family and tell them I love them. And then go to the park and feed the ducks because I thought that would be a really good idea, so I did.
It's quite late, guys. How about we continue this tomorrow? I need to think of a gift for my ex-wife. Let's have a breakfast or lunch tomorrow. But it's really nice that you came to check out that I'm fine. I'm totally good. I will keep the phone on. Have a good night.
Okay.
I've heard a good boning is a great gift for an ex-wife.
I'm sure he wants to.
Nervous smile, yeah.
She re-gifted
when was the last time you got
boyfriend.
any? When was the last time you got any? I mean, hey, a mistake can blossom into a new relationship. I heard that's really healthy.
Mars is just trying to get rid of you guys at this
Yeah.
point. Well-meaning, but he's not about to talk about his private stuff.
And Victor's clearly about to launch to a story about the married men he's had flings with in the bars that after the night are just like, oh, I really should call my wife. I made a mistake. We should get together. Like, no, yeah, sex is great. It opens doors.
Or portals.
And it pays.
However you phrase it. Yeah. Okay. Let's get out of Marcus's hair, and as soon as we go outside.
Wait, where do the rest of us sleep? I just realized. Do we even have a place to sleep in?
We kind of didn't need it for. We were trying to rough it out for time.
Oh, that's true.
So probably a hotel or a motel for today. Maybe an Airbnb even. But yeah, that was weird. You were talking your urge is his voice, and you said you couldn't talk to it per se, but holy crap.
Well, yeah,
it doesn't even make sense to me, because that would be, for me, it would be like talking to hunger. I feel hungry all of a sudden, and I start to talk to it. That makes no sense at all.
Well, it does.
That really that different?
If you remember what the guy of the Arcanum said when we were in his house, if you were paying attention, when I talked about people like us, and he said that, he dug into it, and I which is kind of why I am hesitant in general towards just offering everything that's not quote unquote unnatural, or we have the feeling that we should, because like he said, there are among people like us, he said that these things are called messengers of sorts. Like it's clearly other people feel it too. It's like an outside force that we sort of work for, that drives us. And I feel it too. All my life almost. It's, well, not all my life, but ever since when I first became aware of the existence of, for example, vampires, on my own encounter, I sort of figured out a way to. It's like someone it's like I have my phone on knock at times, and it's like someone's calling, and then through like this, say, rune reading that I did or tarot cards, I've sort of figured out a way to sort of open the line and just go, yo, I have a question. And then like the I told you about the vision, they answer in, it's less words and more like images or feelings, or it varies. It's almost like they don't really speak our language
Question.
as such.
It's so
Yes.
weird.
I have a question. What is putting your phone on knock?
It's like it's on mute, and it just, I think some of the older phones had it. It's kind of like a vibrate, but instead it has a voice. It's like it has a voice, but it's like a tick 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 instead of like
Whatever
it's called koputus Suomen
I don't
in
know what that
Finnish.
is. Yeah, no, I've never heard of this. Am I tech illiterate? Oh God, have I gotten old? This
No,
finally happened.
that was the worst explanation of knock I've ever heard. So basically, what knock is when you're talking with someone and someone else calls you during the phone and the phone call, and you hear that background.
Oh,
No,
that when you're on the
yeah,
phone,
yeah,
it just
it's-
suddenly goes toot 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 toot. Like, oh, you
Yeah,
have a call on the other line.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Okay.
I never. I've just heard the term, but I've never really. It's been such a long time since I heard it, so that was what came to my mind. But yeah, it basically lets you know that someone's behind the on another line trying to contact you. So
I see. Sorry to interrupt you.
no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's just
But,
really
you guys,
made it weird for me to not know what that was.
yeah, well, it's translating from Finnish to English.
I know. It's also, importantly, it means that we sort of, regardless of what exactly it is, and as you discuss it, like I've already told you, like sort of what it's like, ultimately what your character interprets it as it being like is also different than what your background is and how driven you are.
Sure.
But yes, and I understand,
good to
obviously, you have
explain.
this mysterious thing that occasionally points you in a direction. You know that through no explicit effort of your own, although you think it's your own effort, you do seem to stumble into supernatural things more often than the average person probably should. So you know that something is guiding you and driving you. Of course, exactly what form it takes is difficult to understand.
Yeah.
And
you guys, well,
the question is, if you just let Marcus do his thing, does this mean he's actually not going to encounter something right now?
yeah, either that or if we just let him be, and he stumbles upon something, unlike people who are asleep, he might react to it, exposing that he sees it. But he doesn't feel the need to defend himself, which means if he sees a living dead walking and reacts to it somehow, just goes, yo, corpsey, or something, then they know they've been exposed, and that might trigger a need to defend themselves and hide their exposure. And since he clearly doesn't see the danger, then he might be an easy victim in such a situation. But yeah, we're definitely, as far as I understand, we're not quote unquote hunting of our own accord exactly. There is a force driving us, which is why I feel hypocritical, just going, "Oh, kill the supernaturals," when a supernatural force is basically using us as gestures to Peter, unwitting soldiers in their war against other supernatural forces for reasons we have not been told.
Well, it's basically just like military command. You don't always know why you're fighting the good fight, but you know.
But is it
you're
even a
fighting.
good fight? Is my question. It's a
Well,
fight.
yeah, there needs to be a plan, right? It just can't be chaos.
I mean, Saddam Hussein had a plan. Osama bin Laden had a plan. I bet they thought it was a really good plan. They were fighting a good fight too, killing all the Americans and Western society. That was a great plan.
Going
Good
to
for the
fly
world.
this plane into those buildings and befriend them.
Yeah, exactly. That
What
was
do
a
you
great
mean they
plan.
collapsed?
That was a good plan for the good fight in their eyes. My point is, in the world, there isn't really a fixed good or evil. There are points of views. But what is good for the spider is a nightmare for the fly. So
all I know is I feel we're on the same side, so it doesn't even matter.
Yes, we mostly are, except when you guys want to butcher everything, and I'm like, well, they don't seem too harmful. But because your voices tell you to kill, you might kill something that isn't exactly dangerous because you don't question it. But I guess you're a soldier, so you don't question orders. I'm not, so I do. And like I said, my sort of drive is more rooted in curiosity than anything. Like, I want to understand and know you're a soldier who fires on order and command. So,
what if there?
I feel at times it does put us at odds.
Well, yeah. Been through all that. Intel, like some people, they just gather intel. That's normal. Yeah, take some of them alive. It's not as easy for them to say, but anyway, I'm getting dragged off. I was wondering, what if there are different types, even more different than just you the intel guy, either like soldiery type. Then there's the Bruno type, like the excessive, complete insanity master of war.
He's standing right there.
No. And he's
Bruno's right there. And he points to Bruno's right next to us.
Yeah, Bruno.
Peter's not like trying to exactly. He
agreeing nod.
That's right. I'm crazy. I will kill all of them.
I mean, based on what Marcus said, it sounds kind of like you. It just sounds like you three fall into the same basket, sort of. And then there's me who's like, well, I sort of question the command a bit, in that yes, it feels wrong and it feels like, ooh, we should off this, but why? I mean,
there's no way I'd gun like dozens of civilians. There's no way we're the same kind. Ain't a way.
From where I'm standing, and he points to you and Marcus's door, the butchery kind, and then there's me who asks the questions. Who is more, is this really a bad guy, or is it just our quote-unquote unrequested
I mean, if I remember correctly, it
us...
was you who was demonizing the gang members.
Oh, yeah,
or
absolutely.
Non-humanizing or whatever. I wouldn't call gang members civilians either. So.
Oh, absolutely, they're not civilians. No.
I think we got a pretty healthy triangle here going on, as long as people actually discuss it.
Right. Like, I'm not saying I'm a pacifist. Like, absolutely not. Like, when I saw Granny start bloating people up and blowing them to pieces, I was like, okay, that goes beyond sort of, you can't really defend that anymore. Like, it stops being. And when it was clear that they were losing the war, and she was like, "No, we're gonna fight. We're still
To
gonna
be
kill
fair,
everybody."
she was being shot at.
Oh, yeah, I know, but it was like even when it was like
Self-defense.
when Victor asked Michael to point out that, okay, you guys have lost this war, you could run now, or just like not escalate this anymore, and he's like, no, we're fucking doing this, we're going down. And then the tricks that and the lengths that she was willing to go for is like, that kind of magic is really dangerous. Sure, she was being shot at, but also she was being super hard-headed and go, no, blood must be spilled. Even if it kills my whole family, even if we do lose. Like, they have missiles, and Victor's like, no, just get the fuck out of here. The next missile's gonna come on us. No, we fight. It's like, should you really? Like, at this point, she kind of went overboard in Victor's eyes, but yeah. Like, I mean, even I have limits, but just because it's supernatural and whatever voice in our head or drive goes, oh, this is bad and needs to die, I mean, I'm not buying it unless it's actually like the guy drugging everyone with fucking sea trash water and just being an all-around lychee menace and destroying the whole surroundings.
Well, good to know you have some standards, but still, I wonder, what if there's like a something similar to this guy, what he did to like Marcus, like could we say a propaganda like guy who tries to talk the other side to change sides, you know? Maybe there are spy types who can just like mimic the other side. I'm just wondering, what different like branches of like, you know,
I mean,
what do you even call them?
So far, we have met the murdery types or the shooty types, which is you guys and Murder Mike. He just seems a bit of an extreme version of the shoot, kill first and ask questions never.
Don't fucking relate me to that guy, whatever you're talking about. I'm not that kind of monster. There's no way I turn into one of those.
He gives you a teasing smack. He's like, but anyway, you soldiery types, and then the guys who go in guns blazing and don't care about questions apart from how does it die. And then there's me who's asking questions. So
yeah,
there might be other people, but so far the odds aren't. I'm not saying I'm unique. I'm just saying so far we've only met two kinds.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, like, you like to see multiple facets on one coin instead of just us and them, but now you're just completely us and them. What's with that?
No, like, I'm all
seems
saying
like you're a bit defensive here. I'm trying to wonder, like, more broadly.
Sure, and my point is, we'll have to ask when we see them.
Oh, yeah, I would expect them to also lie and cheat.
Who?
Yeah, liars, cheaters, stuff like that.
Well,
I mean,
the ones that we are considering worthwhile destroying.
Sure, but I mean, still, that's why we need to sort of investigate. You don't just go, it's supernatural, it dies.
if
I mean, that's a way
motivations-
simple take on it, though.
If your motivations are not killing it in some way, shape, or form, when it said gathering information or making money off of it, then you get something like the Arcanum or the Orpheus group.
Yeah.
Or
That
if
is
you're
true.
differently motivated, maybe something like the Leopold guys.
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah.
other group is running.
No more in the
around.
PEX camp.
They're the ones Pex looks at and goes, maybe a bit much.
Does he know?
Maybe they'll recruit him.
True.
I wouldn't call the Arcanum guys like us, because they're like
Are you kidding me? If you weren't running a run, I would be asking for an application.
Well, that really is the big difference. Like, you're running around. They're not.
I mean,
But
I'm
that's
half-minded
because-
to ask if I can join and be a field agent.
That's
You know.
really
you
the big
are their
difference.
field agent in some ways.
Oh, I mean,
You're like a mercenary, right?
sure, but
You're
like,
with us,
better
and
access
you
to the
fight.
library. Well, I mean, I'm really not done much fighting. I've shot one guy, and that was only because it was me or him. Usually,
Struggled.
you
like,
guys who do the fight.
there was that one attack in the motel. Don't say you just didn't do anything.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, but
I
like
mean-
I said, it's
Fighting is about being on the front lines when shit goes down,
Yeah, that's exactly what Peter is
which you are.
and
getting at. Yeah,
and
we're
Victor's
the
like,
front
"No,
line. and they're
I'm
the
usually,
back
I'm
line."
usually at the back line.
Like,
hoping
if you
I don't
know
get
there's a
hit.
monster somewhere and you're going anywhere near it, which you are, then you're on
Sure.
the front line. You might not be the guy shooting at it yourself, but when push comes to
No,
shove,
I-
you might.
I
And there
get
are
that,
multiple. Yeah,
but Victor sees it more like, no, you guys are the fighters, and I'm usually asking questions.
yeah, yeah.
I know how to shoot if I need to, but I am compared to these guys, he's not a fighter.
Yeah, but yeah, front lines have many different roles for people to
Sure.
fill,
But to-
and
yeah, but
yeah,
to Victor,
not
it's
all
like,
of them
no,
are
you guys are
shooty,
the...
but still, you are the front line. You are the spearhead.
Right, but before we get bogged down in hypotheticals again, let's attempt to steer this in a direction of a plan.
Yeah.
Currently, Marcus seems to be with his mind elsewhere. Who knows how long he takes to recover or what you might need to do to have him recover?
Yeah, we need to do something. He's never gonna recover otherwise.
You could probably argue with him and get him to just drive the car for you, and he probably would.
Take this rifle, aim at the guy's head,
much.
and just shoot for us. Shoot.
Yeah, just.
But
just
Marcus could actually be a lot more happier without the voice in his.
Oh yeah, definitely. That would probably be true
Yeah.
for all of you. As all of a sudden, Hex just goes, "Oh, I just realized I'm gay." I don't know, something.
I don't
not
think he does in
angry,
this-
I was just
in
gay.
this campaign.
All those women's thighs were just me burrowing myself inside.
Forcing myself to try and, or the other way around. But yeah, and Peter suddenly goes, all of this outdoorsy was just me trying to find monsters. I think I'm done with the outdoors. I'm gonna go home now and play some video games.
I don't feel terrible being in my home.
And Victor would be like, ooh, now I can actually try and study magic because that annoying voice in my back of my head doesn't tell me I
Yeah,
can't do
he
it.
just joins the Arcana.
Yeah, exactly. I can finally actually start trying this shit without feeling icky about it for no reason.
Why don't
Fuck
we all
yeah.
get converted and see what
And I know
happens
it's
to the
real.
campaign?
I mean, I am curious, and I know Victor's curious to go and see, but he's like, I kind of want some protection in just in case, but I really kind of want to see what this guy looks like under
Yes.
true sight.
But you have at the very least established with a recording that you can listen to a recording at least
Yes.
without anything happening. And, well, you still haven't decided exactly what you want to do, or how it's connected to the bigger picture, or how to investigate in a larger way. Or if you want to get some external party involved
Mm,
to make sure that we at least have someone. Whoops, wrong one. That we at least have someone in case of that. Peter, you've got the spotlight to give your first thoughts. What should the party do to deal with this problem? If there even is one.
Well, Peter's suggestion is we make preparations for another assassination. Of course, he does. We should make sure first that we try to find out about the. He's gonna call it a curse. So we should get rid of, make sure that killing the monster gets rid of the curse, or at least that we don't need the monster alive to get, Marcus dispelled.
How would you like to
sorts.
confirm that?
That is a good
that is a lot of
question.
questions.
Maybe. Okay. Maybe
We don't know
go
what
through
this
some
is.
archives, try to find if this has ever happened before. And history is full of mass conversions. So has something like this ever happened, that when the great speaker has died, suddenly everybody just overnight unconverts? That would be really suspicious, because usually you're just, you are persuaded to become a convert, not just mind controlled to be one.
Okay, has this sort of mass unconversion, like Marcus has, happened before?
Oh, I wasn't talking about Marcus specifically. I was talking now this guy has converted a lot of Mormons in this area. So what if he something like that? If it's happened before, and the guy who converted a mass of people just dropped dead, did people just get disillusioned immediately about Mormon faith, for example? In this example,
Has it happened before? Fuck. All right. Well, there goes my text.
Because that would be the first marker that assassination is an actual solution to
Search in
Marx's condition.
archives. Fucking hell, I can't type if I'm not perfectly aligned to my keyboard. Search in archive.
Yeah.
Has
Been there.
mass conversions happened before? If the leader died, did they mass unconvert? Now, this guy is, of course, not a leader in that sense. Also, he doesn't seem to be leading any sort of cult. So.
No. But they did talk about
the
how.
Guy, will that cure Marcus or leave him stuck? That is an open question.
So yeah, of course, Peter's up for an assassination any day. So, any other ideas or operations or research?
These are things you want answers to, but aside from searching the archives, we don't. I mean, Salt Lake City isn't exactly well known for its archives on, well, maybe on their own history, but not so much on the supernatural in general. So I suppose you're searching for something specifically for Mormonism.
I kind of want to talk to him. Not in person. Like, not face to face, but, like, a resurrection of his kind is a powerful religious thing. So, and since he seems very passionate about it, I would like to ask him questions. And I'm sure, as a religious figure and a preacher and blah, 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 that would give his message a lot of weight. So as someone who's, I don't know, I could introduce myself and go, oh, my friend listened to your sermon and he seems so much happier. I looked into you and there seemed to be a miraculous resurrection and I'm really curious about these things. As miracles of God on earth, and that way get to ask him like, what does he remember from beyond, like sort of try and dig up what he remembers and what can he say about his experience and mirror it to my vision, and maybe that way try and dig up whether or not he thinks he still is that person. Like, has that thing just assimilated the real preacher's memories, or if it slips and reveals that, oh no, I am an angel, blah 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 blah. Like, try and see what he thinks, or
Right.
at least,
Okay.
but yeah,
All
through a
right.
phone call or something like that, because going in person, that also allows us to test whether or not it's his real voice
Mhm.
that has the power. Like, just because it's not on a recording doesn't mean that his voice from a remotely listened to as he directly speaks does not have that influence. So
Yep. Yeah, I get it. All right. Finally, Pex, what would you likely want to do next session?
I'll support my team to the best of my abilities. I'm sorry, I had a bunch of shit going on during
Yeah,
this session.
okay.
I missed a lot.
It's fine. Imagine,
Okay.
preacher guy, you could do whatever the fuck you want. What would you want to do?
Preacher guy,
Yeah,
You have been told
the
that-
Bigfoot creatures.
Yeah.
taking
Or
fishing and
Marcus.
make him disappear.
Yeah, brother.
We'll put 2 votes for assassination.
Yeah,
Okay.
and of course it's
And-
the same two guys.
and for once, Victor does not seem opposed to assassinating this guy, so long as you let him talk to him first. Victor's like, after that vision, yeah, no, this thing is a thing from beyond. We don't know, and there were others, so once I know what it is, yeah, sure. Especially if it contests, like, as much as he doesn't seem to like being a conscripted soldier in this fight. He's like, okay, but there are clearly sides, and if there's a side as powerful as ours, or even more powerful, that can shut up the voices, that is some potent shit. So we can't let something like that wander around freely. And working
Conscription is
for,
actually
for a church or a religious organization.
Yeah, conscription is a really good way to describe what Peter feels like. He went to the professional army by his own will, and suddenly he was drafted to something completely different after that.
Yeah, and Victor's like, well, I didn't ask for any of this.
Yeah,
And now I
me
have
neither.
to fight because there's a drive, and I know it's an outside force that's driving this, so I can say no, and it doesn't seem to slap me much, but still, it sucks. But yeah,
Well, we will see how that plays out next time then.
yeah. It's okay. Maybe
It's-
Victor
it's-
feels really good about himself and just calls the Arcanum and goes, hey, I really want to join you. This hunting thing isn't really my stuff anymore.
I do like that it's that canonically 3 out of the 4 are murder hobos, and plan A, there's a creature. Okay, so how do we kill it? You don't even know what it is yet. Yeah, but how do we kill it?
Yeah.
It might be completely harmless. How do we kill it though?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. It might be beneficial. Yeah, but so would its death.
How do we kill it? We don't know anything about it. Okay, let's go research how we can kill it.
Go to a
Yeah.
library and type into Google, how do we kill it? And then Google goes, what do you mean it? Well, it, the creature we saw. What creature did you see? I don't know, weird shadowy thing. Well, what? Do you mean like a shadow monster? Yeah, sure. How do we kill a shadow monster? And then Google goes, well, I don't know, throw a light bomb in it or something.
Yeah.
Where do I get a light bomb?
A flashlight. Yeah. And it was like, that thing is an irrigation system, a walking irrigation. Yeah, but it needs to die.
Then you go up to it
Clouds.
and you throw a flashlight at it because Google said so, and then nothing happens, and you're just standing there at each other awkwardly. And the creature, did you
It
just
gets
throw
you-
a flashlight at me?
Yeah.
How do we kill sprinkler
I'm
system?
a lightning god. I'm a lightning cloud now. Yay. I flash. And then it goes.
And
man.
then Pex goes, mission successful, yay!
Yay! Those
Why
5
did-
people were around. We should probably kill them in case they summon it again.
Yeah, those people definitely summoned it.
Maybe.
They summoned it
maybe.
with their good vibes. Kill them!
Oh man.
I was given a pamphlet that said that the big feet in this area were categorized as cryptids, therefore we must kill them. It's sort of important to check whether or not the messengers are saying that something is... I mean, technically, you can also just ignore the messengers, but that's not really the
Oh,
point. It's...
Oh no, but like, I think I've tried to make it very clear. I think he's not gonna just go kill it. He's like, no.
If the messengers scream at you, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, that's not necessarily a reason you should kill it. And if the messengers say, no, I don't care about this thing, that's also not a reason you should ignore it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
true. It's like once we understand it, and if it seems to be doing harm, sure, pest
Hey,
control. But
why do these messengers only want us to kill Jewish monsters? I've noticed a pattern in the things we've killed. Turns to each other. Are we the baddies?
yeah. It's always the rich capitalistic people.
We've been embroidering these skulls on our uniforms for some reason. Wait, we have uniforms? What happened?
The Socialist Messenger Party.
National Socialist
Messenger.
yeah.
Messenger Party, yeah. It's
Now that is one of the things. You don't know what these voices in your head are quite. And
Exactly. But
it's one of those cases where, oh yeah, the DM says you have a voice in your head that says this is a great idea. And you just go, yeah, all right. DM says to do this. DM says I did a knowledge check and I now know that this is evil and it must die. But I rolled a 1 though. Yes, and?
exactly. Oh man. Which is why Victor's still like, based on what I was looking, is like a lot of Reddit answers. No, hunters would never use magic because it feels bad and supernatural. I was like, yeah, but I'm also, it's also like,
Hunters do all sorts of weird shit if they think it lets them protect people more against the monsters out
for
there.
the greater good.
Exactly. Which is like, no, he's gonna try and look into it. It might feel icky and wrong, but it's like, sure, but it's effective. And if it helps us in any way and makes sure my friends don't die when they murder hobo into the place, and although I have to do it in secret, so teammates don't kill me.
Oh, and on a
He does
final
one
note,
warning.
yeah, on a final note, you get another text message from your dad that just says, "Proud of you, son."
He gets a thumbs up.
It doesn't take hours.
Well, he was typing that for however long, but Victor's doesn't take out.
Yeah, I imagine he's also that kind of, stern, tough as nails guy who's like, he wants to write more, but he's like, no, that's, men don't type this, and men don't. He's like, yeah, exactly. He's like, there's stuff I want to write, but I can't say anything positive because of our history. So it's like, thumbs up. The manly thing to do.
On that note,
Solid answer.
we are done for today. Please try to have time and not be hungover next time. So we can push you slightly in the direction of progress. Dun dun dun. Okay. If no one has any particular things that are left open,
Nope.
okay. Good night, Dan, everyone.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you for the session.